Cosmic feet defeated but 2117 in the not too distant future. Cosmic feet defeated but 2117. Let's get ready to riff. Do you know what your sin is? I'm a god, I'm not the god, I don't think. The dude abides, I need scissors. 61. Scientists were so preoccupied. Are you the team master? I know Kung Fu. I fight for the users. Cosmic, the fin. Cosmic, the 27. Cosmic, the 27. Cosmic, the 21/7. In every timeline, all the worst, all the best. Cosmic to every dimension. In every timeline, all the worst, all the worst, all the best. Do you know what this is? I'm a god, I'm not the god, I don't think. The dude abides. I need scissors. 61. Scientists were so preoccupied. Are you the key master? I know Kung Fu. I know Kung Fu. I fight for the users. Cosmic feature, Via 2117. Cosmic feature, Via 2117. Cosmic feature, Via 2117. Cosmic feature, Via 2117. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Cosmic Via 2117. Cosmic Via 2117.
Incoming archival transmission. Timestamped confirmed. Year 2117. This is Theta broadcasting from the deep vaults of the Nerd Archaeology archives, where the lost relics of pop culture history are cataloged, preserved, and sometimes resurrected. Tonight we open a vault long sealed by time, an artifact from the year 1987. A science fiction series buried beneath toy marketing and corporate short-sightedness, yet hiding ideas powerful enough to stand beside the greatest sci-fi ever created. War with machines, humanity on the brink of destruction, a resistance fighting for the soul of the future. Somewhere between Star Trek The Next Generation, The Matrix, and the spirit that would later inspire the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. A forgotten legend waits to be rediscovered. Archive scanners online. Artifact chamber opening. Welcome, explorers, to Nerd Archaeology, Unearthed Artifacts. Tonight, we unearth Captain Power and the soldiers of the future. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, or today, actually. I hope you're having a nice weekend. We are here with you tonight, or today. I keep saying tonight because I usually stream in the night, but thank you for joining us. I do have with me right now Warevo. How are you doing, buddy?
Greetings, mortals! New Mike, new me. I am doing very well. How are you today, Theta?
I'm doing all right. Had some issues last night. My mom had a heart attack. I had to take her to the hospital, so I haven't got much sleep. But she's doing all right. They kept her overnight. They probably will keep her another day or two to make sure that she's going to be all right. But yeah, so everything is going to be all right. And yeah, we're going to be streaming Captain Power and the Soldiers of the Future today. And Sci-Fax should be joining us sometime in the next 30 minutes or so, however long his game takes. But
In the
actually in the next few seconds, he said. I was just saying, Sci-Fax is going to join us in the next 30 minutes, and then all of a sudden, bam, there he is.
No, I wasn't going to be that late. No, what's going on, fellas? How you guys?
And you're wearing a gargoyle shirt.
Yes.
Right. Hell yeah, big fan.
Hell yeah. What was the main character's name?
Goliath.
Yes,
yeah.
That's right. I used to watch that all the time. Very good show.
Disney's answer to Batman the Animated Series. Another relic of time.
Yeah. I remember that Xanatos armor, the gargoyle armor that Xanatos made was so sick. I love that character. He was awesome. But yeah, we're unearthing a relic of the 1980s today. Captain Power and the Soldiers of the Future, like I told you.
Yeah, was, I've never heard of this. This is
I know nobody ever has. And actually it's by Michael J. It was developed by Michael J. Michael Straczynski from Babylon 5. Before Babylon 5 was made. It didn't have very many well-known actors except Sven Ole Thorsen, who is a weightlifter with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and you'll recognize him as soon as you see him in this. He plays Lieutenant Michael Tank Ellis, the heavy weapons specialist. There's a very beautiful very beautiful 20-year-old. She's probably like in her 60s now. But Maurice Dean Went as
it's funny in your initial post, you're like, before Power Rangers and stuff like that, and I was thinking of spin-off stuff of Power Rangers. There's that show is called like VR Troopers that a lot of people didn't watch.
VR Troopers, there was Superhuman Samurais, there was Big Bad Beetleborgs, there was
I loved Beetleborgs as a kid.
What was the other one?
Even VR Troopers was, I thought it was weird, but it was still fun to watch.
There was also this other one called like this was the weirdest one. What was here? Let me pull it up. This you have to see the intro to this. It was like teenage.
Tattooed teenage.
Tattooed. Tattooed.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, tattooed teenage alien fighters from Beverly Hills. Okay, we're gonna watch this.
I've never heard of that, but I've been seeing posts about that the last few days. Like,
oh my god, it is for some reason. It is
like
so funny.
even Team 4-Star made a jab at that because among Power Ranger ripoffs. It's supposed to be like the ripoff of a ripoff of a ripoff of Power Rangers.
It really is like the bottom of the barrel if you're a Power Ranger type fan. Let's go ahead and show the intro to this.
Well, I just thought it was funny. The videos that I've seen of it, none of them have tattoos. What the hell are they talking about?
It's just because it's just to have they have to have something, there. I think their tattoo, they have a single tattoo, and that's what lets them transform. But here, let's watch this introduction real quick because this is just pure gold. I don't understand what they were thinking. This was so ridiculous. Here we go. This is so stupid.
It looks like a ripoff of Mortal Kombat.
Almost. Yeah, I can see that.
Oh my god!
I'm not gonna lie though. It makes me want to start a podcast and get a panel show, and we all have an intro like this.
Yeah,
we're all just like introduced super cheesy 80s style.
Well, I actually do have. Let me see if I can play that.
It's like if Power Rangers, Mortal Kombat, and Godzilla all got together and had an orgy. What the hell did I just
pretty much.
watch?
That's pretty much exactly what it is. So today we're doing like we're starting kind of a new thing. Nerd Archaeology. Like this is on my separate channel that doesn't have monetization. Just trying to get a member drive going, and but just like you were saying, this is what I did for one of my intros. It's kind of like a mock of my character, the Theta Ranger. So this was my like intro, and I'm gonna expand on it, but I'm also going to include like reviews and stuff once I actually get some good content going. But here, check this out. Bet you never thought you'd be with a Theta Ranger before. It's morphin' time! Theta power! Yeah. So that was my
100 times. That is 100 times better than what I just watched.
Yeah, it is a way better intro. What's funny, I kind of did the same thing, but I just did a 10-second version. So I kind of know what you did, where you take the last couple seconds of something and then you run the next clip off of that, and then you combine it all together.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I was doing the same thing. I just did a 10-second version for mine.
Yeah. The one that I have now has a 15 seconds of you can create a 15-second video. It didn't used to have that up until this last month, so they upgraded. But yeah, so I want to give a little backstory to this. Like I said, it was a show that it didn't get. It was more like a toy commercial, but the writers of the show, they took it seriously and they actually wrote really good stories, very mature themed stories about drug addiction, about like Schnazi type, influence, brainwashing, the machines taking over, early AI type of stuff. Very ahead of its time. And it was created by Gary Goddard, who also created the Masters of the Universe, the '87 movie with Dolph Lundgren that I've made a video on. And if you notice, the villain of the show, you could argue either way, that either Star Trek The Next Generation copied his design to create the Borg, or vice versa, because they came out around the same time. But it's very, very, very similar.
What was his name again? Lord Dreg, was it? Or am I
Dread? Dread. Like
dread?
like fear, like dread.
Yeah, like so kind of like Judge Dredd, sort of.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Yeah. But yeah, he's kind of like the human hybrid, like he's like a Borg basically, but he's connected to the hive mind, which is called Overlord in this series. And the good side, the Power Rangers, man, now I was gonna say Superhuman Samurais. Now I can't get all the teams out of my head. But Captain Power and the Soldiers of the Future, they actually have a guy in a tube, just like Power Rangers did with Zordon, as their mentor, and his name is Mentor. So Power Rangers kind of stole that as well. You could argue that as well, because this came out in '87, and that Power Rangers didn't come out until '94. But I mean, you could argue whatever, but the cast members, Tim Dunigan as Captain Jonathan Power, and then Peter McNeil as Major Matthew Hawk Masterson, Jessica Steen, so cute, Jennifer Corporal Pilot Chase, Sven Ole Thorson as Lieutenant Michael Tank Ellis, Maurice Dean Went as Sergeant Robert Scout Baker, and David Hemblin as Lord Dread. You might know him. He has a he's kind of like a classical actor. But
I mean, how did you watch this show? Is this like if you went to go steal steal basic cable from your neighbors, but then all of a sudden connected to a different universe, or what?
I happened because I was brought up like basically being raised by my grandmother, so we'd go to Blockbuster, and after a while, you'd pick weird shit, so.
I did that with horror movies. I've seen
I did that. Movies. Yeah, I did that too, but I also would rent Transformers, and I'd be on the Transformers kids aisle and stuff. And this was one of them, along with My Pet Monster and a lot of weird movies that are that just don't were never heard of. And this was marketed as a toy, as basically to sell toys. So there was a lot of arguments behind the scenes of the writers and the showrunners, because they didn't really care about telling a good story. They wanted to just sell the toy because they had the the patent on the like this light gun technology it's sort of like the Nintendo NES light, the gun
The zapper.
used for duck hunts and stuff like
The
that.
duck gun, yeah.
The zapper, yeah.
Yeah, the
So
zapper.
basically, so basically, what you're saying is they took a page out of Hasbro's book and said, "Buy our toys."
Yeah, basically. But that's exactly what they did. They, yeah, of course, sci-fax. Yeah,
Dude,
don't worry
they were
about
like, we see you, Hasbro, and we're gonna make it worse. Like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you think that's bad, hold my beer. Yeah, but the writing was solid, man. Like, I don't, I want to get your opinions on it, but it was a very solid show, and it just didn't take off. Unfortunately, it didn't have the marketing behind it, but it did have the love of the writers, and I think that especially the way that they ended the series, it was really sad the way like they should have had another season because the way that they ended it was meant for a second season, and eventually Gary Goddard, the showrunner, he wanted to reboot the series, not reboot, but like not reboot it, but like basically have a season 2 like 30 years later. So in 2018 there was a fundraiser because there happened to be a lot of like love for this show from people that didn't see it, that didn't see it as a kid, but found out about it later in life, and kind of fell in love with it. Like I mean, I fell in love with it as a kid, but I definitely think that it should have gotten um, a second season to kind of tell the story. And I have a theory about this, that this show is the precursor to The Matrix. They in The Matrix they talk about we don't know how the sky was blackened, but we know it was it was the humans that did it. Basically, I have a theory that this was a last resort of Captain Power, because that just because of how the season ends. But yeah, so we can get into watching the show and just kind of talking about what you think about it. Like it's a very like I said, it's a very mature show. I mean,
I'm curious how it's going to go because you said it came out around the same time as like Star Trek
The Next
TNT,
Generation.
right? Yeah. So I've rewatched that recently, at least the first few seasons, and it's like just the dialogue in that show is worth the show. Like just the interaction, the way that they respect the chain of command and stuff. You can, there's a bunch of cheesy effects in the 90s and early 2000s, late 80s.
I think you'll think the same thing about this.
Well, that's what I'm curious about.
But yeah, I'm curious too. So
Okay.
we'll get into a couple episodes and then get your opinions on it. I'm gonna be doing this like probably like once a week until the season's ended and stuff. We did do this on the old channel, but this is just something to have on this channel so that if people like it, then they can maybe subscribe and look for other content and stuff. It's so funny. I have people on Facebook that are arguing with me about Tron Ares, about how it's a good movie, like it's a good Tron movie and stuff.
Oh well, they're wrong.
Yeah, exactly. I agree. It's just so funny. But
if you go to Facebook for your answers, you're gonna find
people
who have no idea.
But I have been getting a lot of engagement on my Facebook Nerd Archaeology page. So
yeah, well,
as
I mentioned to my girlfriend in the video that I will be releasing next week, the internet is full of three types of peoples: idiots, liars, and morons.
Yeah, you're pretty much well. There's also.
I mean, to be fair, I just constantly say I'm retarded, so you might need to add a fourth. I'm self-proclaimed. It's all good. You know?
Yeah. All right, let's see.
At least I'm honest about it. So you got to go with honest idiots, honest liars, and honest morons.
There you go.
There's a subset of all of us.
Yeah.
Well, there's no such thing as an honest liar. That's an oxymoron.
Not an honest liar, but
I'll tell you straight up that I'm being like, I mean, honest liar is basically just I'm walking sarcasm. So like,
that's true.
Yeah.
Let me see.
To be fair, I respect morons more than I do idiots. So
brutal.
There's a clear distinction there. Okay, everybody, and I do want to welcome everybody. Lieutenant Garatina is stopping by. Hello, how are you doing? Thank you for dropping by. Alrevo doing double duty, as well as Sci-Fax and Miss Sparkles. Thank you so much for dropping in. Thank you so much for supporting this new channel. I'm trying to do a member drive, so if you want to spread the word and get more people to subscribe to the channel, and hopefully this will get more watch hours too, because for some reason, even though the Masters of the Universe video has it's close to 300 hours, the YouTube algorithm has only picked up 71, and it's been 3 weeks, so I don't understand why it's not picking it up. But anyway,
I've had that happen to weird things too. Like I've had videos that did really well, and then they don't seem to get much watch hours.
Yeah.
And I've had certain streams that only go an hour and a half that get like a ton of hours, and then
exactly.
I've had stuff that went like 8 hours, and those ones tend to usually at least catch up. Like the 8 hours.
Yeah.
Like if I do these long ass streams, those ones tend to kill it on watch hours. But
yeah, it's really weird how it works, but I'm disappointed, and I just got to work harder to make sure that this works out, and I got to keep it up, and not my dick, but
have you thought about trying to link it up to Rumble and stuff yet too? I mean, I've tried to do it, but I can't get it to work. I don't know.
I'm having a lot of trouble with Rumble. I have my old channel linked up to Rumble, but they make it really hard to cash out. It's really ridiculous. I've emailed them, and I have $101.81. Everything's verified, but they're still giving me trouble on how to cash out, even though my PayPal is linked to it and everything. So I don't know. I really could use it right now too, because $200 short to pay my bills this month. So hopefully this lady will pay me really soon, and if not, I need to earn as much as I can on these streams. If anybody
just do the YouTube madness and push it out there, man. Be like, hey, man, set a goal and aim for it. Be like, hey,
exactly.
Set a goal for 300 and then, or 200, and watch it go over, whatever it is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, with Casey, I'm so thankful that he was able to raise as much as he did.
Casey raised a full $3,000. So
yeah, I know. Tomby set up. Tomby, when I had my heart attack, Tomby set up a Gibson Go for me, and I don't want to say only, but the medical bills and stuff were really pretty high, and I raised 500, which helped a little bit, but it wasn't 3,000. So people, Casey needs it more than I do. At least, I can at least have my 9-to-5 job and Even though it doesn't pay as much as it should. But we're not gonna go there. Let's just let's go ahead and share this screen. And yeah, I think you'll enjoy this. Enjoy the writing and stuff, especially once you get to like episode 2 and 3.
How long are the episodes? Were there? Are they
like 28 minutes, 27
Oh, so it
minutes.
was a shorter show?
Yeah.
Because I mean,
Yeah.
like back then, a lot of shows, especially sci-fi stuff, was like always 50 minutes to an hour.
Yeah,
Or they'd be around 45 minutes because there'd be 15 minutes of commercials, and that would make your hour. 'cause
Yeah.
the only way to watch it was like what, TNT and shit like that.
Exactly. No, but that's the thing, is that the showrunners marketed this as a toy commercial. So it would that's why this show didn't do as well as it should have, because the writers were trying to placate to the people that actually cared about storytelling and character development and stuff like that.
They had to appeal to the people with the money, and sometimes that turns into bad.
Yeah.
It's not even bad writing; it's like bad.
Well,
like filming and stuff. There's probably a lot of scenes where they zoom in on somebody's like special toy or like their gun, and it's like, here's a shot that lingers a little bit longer. Isn't this cool?
The thing is that the gun, when you got it at home, it was actually a toy ship. So what would happen is your ship would
transform.
It would shoot light. It would shoot like the lights. Like, okay, so there was like 8 to 9 minutes that was designated in the show to have fight scenes, so that the enemies would flare their lights on their chest, so that you at home could shoot.
You mean like laser tag?
Yeah, but it was with the TV, and you would shoot the guys with the flashing lights, and if you got shot, if your ship got shot, the guy in the cockpit of your ship and your toy would eject, and you'd lose the episode.
Oh, so it was interactive. That's funny.
Yeah, it was
That's actually really smart. But
yeah, they really
fun.
But they banked on it.
That never caught on.
Yeah,
well, I mean, nowadays that would be great, like with cameras and like the way that they have stuff for video games. That like you could actually be interactive with your movies and TV shows now. Like you could be dodging and like almost VR or something. Interactive with your television. That would be awesome.
Yeah, but it also didn't work half the time too. So
yeah, of course not.
Yeah, it was. They should have relied on the writing, because it was that good. I still say it's up there with the Next Generation. I think that if they, I mean, just watch the first couple episodes and tell me what you think.
Yeah, man. I'm curious.
Share the screen, and we'll go to the episode 1. This is an HD remaster that somebody did just for the love of it.
And you can actually just watch this on YouTube. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, because Gary Goddard, the guy that owns this, he got in trouble for some underage things. If you know what I mean. So
wood chipper stuff. Okay.
Yeah. So and like I said, he's also the guy with Masters of the Universe, the 87. So
I mean, to be fair, usually you just put maps on the wall, right? And you hang them.
No. Maps belong in a wood chipper.
Yeah, exactly. They belong in. Well, they're going to a special place that we'll never see, but they deserve to go in the worst possible way. All right.
Even hell hates taking those people, so they have a very special place designated specifically for them.
Yeah, I mean, they've got to be in the 9th circle of hell, like right there, like sucking Satan's cock.
I mean, it might be the 10th circle. I'm pretty sure the 9th. Pretty sure 9th circle is where you got to rewatch stuff like Starfleet Academy on repeat. Like that might be like the 9th circle right there.
Yeah, I'm thinking like 11th or 12th circle at that point. Those secret forbidden levels that aren't recorded.
Yeah.
You got to unlock those by doing extra special dumb shit in life.
Exactly. You know what's funny is I was watching Film Threat, and when I brought your name up, after some of the comments that I'd make, Chris would highlight my comments. Like, you know, I mentioned your name on the first one. I was like, hey, this is Sci-Fax's friend. Thank you for coming to the my show last Saturday. It meant a lot. That was really awesome of you. I hope you had a good night with your girlfriend. And then he was talking about, we went to a concert and stuff. And then throughout the rest of the stream, every time he'd see like a comment that had something to do with their conversation, he would highlight it and read it out. It was really cool.
Ah, cool, man. I'm glad he, he at least remembered. Sometimes like I said, I've hit him up plenty of times. I was thinking about hitting him up for his, I think they're doing, what is it? The Golden Globes. No, what's tomorrow? The Oscars.
They were talking about
I've never gone on his show for that because I barely started streaming little before last year's one. So I maybe had like 100 subscribers at the time. I mean, I still only have 307 because I don't do all that much content, but I'm sure if I hit him up, he'd probably send me an invite, and that might help.
307 is a good number. That's more than I
have. That's more than this channel has, dude. So
me
so far, you'll get
me sitting at my measly 75.
I mean, for how long I've been doing it and the amount of videos, I mean, it's not awful, especially because I'm not gonna lie, like I don't put a ton of effort into it. I do it just to hang out with people, like especially doing like the live streams is mainly like I want to just hang out the people from the chat and just, do all that.
It's hard, like the past couple weeks, like hanging out with you and Alice and everybody. It's been hard to like have like a structured stream because it gets so sucked into the conversation with everybody.
Yeah.
Having so much fun just chatting and shit.
I mean, I get like a lot of people prefer structure to the show, but it's like when I jump on, like I like to just talk to people, and I know it's like sometimes I bring a little bit of chaos in that way of just like, hey, whatever we're talking about, like let's run with it. Let's run with it.
Exactly.
And, some people like it. Some people actually want to actually hear all the topics, and I don't blame either side or either or like whoever wants what. I don't blame anyone for wanting that.
Exactly.
It's like, dude, I came for a show. We're just talking about random shit. It's like, yeah, but you want the people that are talking about this stuff to be happy all the time, because when you're happy about stuff, it makes you want to do more stuff. Like if you're just going into it and you get into the monotony of it all, and you're just like, it's getting boring. Like you get drained. Like that's why I stopped doing movie reviews, because all of a sudden for like 6 months in a row, every single one of my movie reviews was just like, this is trash. Like, so I'm like, how many other ways can I tell you these are bad movies? I only have so many words. Like I'm starting to have to.
Do you like horror a lot?
Oh, I love horror movies. Those have been the only ones that I've really liked mainly.
Do you want to do a stream with me? That I've been doing this. I did this for a while as a show called The Phenomenon Files. Basically, like half of the show is like real, well, not real, but maybe, but events that people claim happened to them, and we dive into like
kind of like how The Conjuring is quote unquote based on real events and real files,
that type of stuff. Like we tackled like the Travis Walton experience with Fire in the Sky, and that type of stuff.
I mean, that kind of stuff I haven't really delved into as far as like the real life stuff about things. When it comes to movies, like I watch a lot of horror movies, just to, I don't know, I just like horror movies. I just enjoy them. They can do more interesting stuff for a cheaper budget, and I respect what they get done for what they have. Like just because a lot of them are like indie movies, A24, And so I'd like to support indie movies. That's another reason why I became good friends with Chris Gore, is because he's a huge, massive supporter of indie movies. And I'm just like, these are some of my favorite movies in the last few years, is horror, like not just horror movies, but indie movies in general.
Yeah.
A lot of indie movies,
some of the best ones.
A lot of indie movies especially just tend to be horror movies because they're cheaper to make. Like you're not going to get many indie action flicks. You're not going to get a bunch of explosions and crazy shit going on in an indie movie. They don't got those budgets.
Well, the second half of the show, like we talk about a franchise or something, and like if it has like a villain, like Freddy Krueger, for instance, we talk about the franchise, what our favorite film of the series is and why, and
your favorite film, your favorite kill, like
exactly that type of stuff. And then we go and we catalog them in Data's Spirit Guide, kind of like Tobin's Spirit Guide from Ghostbusters. So like we have like a category, like I think that what did we classify Freddy Krueger as? Like,
are you into any of the newer stuff, like Terrifier and stuff? Because I like.
Oh yeah, of course.
I love the Terrifier series.
Art
Damien
is
Leone.
awesome.
Damien Leone is great. Like I went to there was a horror like festival con or horror con, I think they call it out here. And I actually went with Chris, and I was hoping, because Chris knows so many people, I ended up like meeting this other group of people who they did their own little indie movie, and they were drinking beer at the con, and I just sat down with them, and they just had me I was just drinking beers with them at their booth, and I helped them sell some of their DVDs for their little cheap movie. And they were just like, you're awesome, man. I was sitting there, I was peddling movies for them. But it was like I was hoping to be there and like run into people like Damien Leone or something, but I don't think he showed up. But because when Chris invites me to stuff, I'm like, dude, there's a good chance I'm going to meet some cool people, like every single time, because he always goes to dope shit.
Yeah, dude, I know that this lady isn't going to pay me in time to get a ticket this year, but next year I'm definitely gonna.
Oh, we'll do if this goes as well as I think it's going to. Like, I might start going to this instead of the Vegas one, because I've been to the Vegas meetup, that Nerd Erotic one, for the last 5 years. I've gone for 5 years.
Oh, really?
I know, I know them pretty well, to the point where Melissa, Nerd Erotic's wife, like she sees me, and like I remember being at the back of the line. She was walking through, making sure she saw me, and she's like, "What are you standing in line for? Get in there!" And I was like, "I'm out of here, man. I'll see you guys in like 10 minutes when you get in there." Yeah. So I went in and I got my drink tickets and started drinking with everyone. So I'm like, it was funny because, and I've mentioned it to people when I first started doing this. I'm like, I kind of know a lot of these people. Like, I've met them over the years. I've become like, I'm not like super great friends with them, but they always remember me. And like, hey, I'm usually, I'm a chill person, so it's like it's easy to like the guy who's not a fucking nuisance, who always says hi and is like, hey, what's up? It's good to see you.
And who can make you laugh, and who can fuck around with you and everything. Yeah, I mean,
it's like, so I've been invited to some cool shit just because I don't know, I'm just
because you're just
a regular dude.
You're not a fake bastard that's trying to like get in with the cool crowd. You're just being yourself.
Probably helped that I went for many years without doing the YouTube thing, and it's like even now with that going on, it's like I could hit these people up and be like, hey, you want to jump on? Like, I hit up Chris when I had 300 subscribers, and he's like, hit me up when you got 5, and I was like, yeah, that makes more sense. You're right. Yeah. But I was just like, I just want to have some people on to talk, and but it's a lot of fun, man. I've been having a good time with it. I plan on I would say I was going to double down when I got back, but doing double of 1% is still only 2%. So I might have to 10 times it up a little bit and do a little bit more, because I
hear you, man. Same with me, man. I'm going to have to really step up my game. My goal this year was to get to 10,000 subscribers on my other channel, and now that I'm starting over, I'm just gonna have to, hopefully I'll be monetized by the end of the year, that type of thing. But yeah, with the phenomenon file
in your main channel is you do little segments of stuff like this and post it on your second channel, and then So you throw in that, like, so do your stream, have like one little segment of something like this to promote this channel, and then do that, take 20 minutes out, clip that, put it on the second channel, and then just like, then you're technically leveling up both at the same time while still doing both. Like you can do both.
That's actually a really good idea. Yeah.
Yeah. I know people who do that where they kind of dedicate time to do secondary
That's a really
things.
good idea. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Well, yeah. Let's go ahead and get started with this. Like I was saying with the Phenomenon Files, like I have a theme song and everything. So if you want to be like if you want to do a show like that, where we just kind of talk about horror and modern retro.
Look, I'm usually down to jump on and talk about whatever, as long as I get it ahead of time. That way I can catch back up on something I haven't seen in a minute, because for how many things I've seen, I've also forgotten as much about it. So it's like watch it and then see it from new fresh perspective and stuff. Because it could be like, oh man, I didn't like that movie. I could see it now and be like, actually, this was actually a lot of fun or whatever.
Yeah, I just rewatched The Rite with what was it, with Anthony Hopkins? I don't know if he was like an exorcist.
I don't know.
The
Last
Rite? No, it's just The Rite. RITE. He's like he's an exorcist, and he's trying to there's this priest, or there's this guy that's going in to be a priest for the Catholic Church, but he doesn't have faith. It's all like he's very knowledgeable in the Bible.
So it's gaining faith while also realizing there's actually demonic things going on.
They send him to Anthony Hopkins, who's he does exorcisms, and so the whole movie is like trying to show that.
I mean, I'm kind of sold just with Anthony Hopkins. That guy kind of doesn't miss.
He's so good in it.
Give me a movie with Anthony Hopkins. Give me a movie with Denzel Washington.
Yeah,
it could be some of their worst movies, quote unquote, and it's still better than most shit we get today.
Well, I mean, it's funny you bring up Denzel Washington, because I rewatched also what was that one, Book of Eli. That was such a good movie.
It's actually a really good movie. Like that,
so
and the messaging and stuff behind it is fantastic. Especially if you're in a religion. Like, I'm actually not super religious, but at the same time, as I've gotten older, I've respected it a lot more. Because when I was younger, I was a little hellion, whatever. But it's like as I've gotten older, I've respected the idea of religion more, the idea of God, all that stuff. I don't think I'm ever going to convert or anything, but at the same time, I get it. Like I get it a hell of a lot more than I did 15, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
But it's like, I'm like, okay, I get it. I respect it a lot more than I ever did.
Yeah. There's still time to convert you.
Time to repent. You know what? I can drink to that.
Yeah. There you go. No, but I respect the journey. I went through many years of non-belief, and I wouldn't be here today, having the faith that I do, if I hadn't have gone through that.
Well, I think the thing that's really turned the leaf for me about it, and the way that I've looked at it, is seeing all the people in my life that I know that it's actually literally helped. It's like they weren't about it either, whatever. And then you run into them nowadays, and they're doing good, they're doing well. And it's like, what did you do? And they're like, well, I gave my life over to Jesus or whatever it was. And I'm just like, and then everything is going good for them. And I'm like, well, I mean, based on the data I've experienced, apparently that's a great idea.
I think Waravo can say an amen to that.
Yeah, well, I have a lot of crap that I've been through, and more so than most people. I'm 30. I will be 36 years old in May. In those 36 years, I have experienced.
Oh wow, we're only 6 years apart.
More.
I didn't realize we were so close.
Your birthday is in May. When in May? Because I turned 37 in May.
May 14th.
Mine's May 3rd. So yeah.
Yeah, but for me, in those 36 years, I have experienced more crap than most average people go through in their entire lifetime.
I hear you, man.
A lot of people talk about
I had like a 5-year period of like nothing but death, and like even when I was 24 dating a 20-year-old, she ended up dying of Hodgkin's lymphoma stage 4. Like I went through that at 24. I had like within that same amount of time, maybe I think it was about 7 different people died within a 2-year span that were all really close to me. And that was like, so most of the stuff. And then my mom went through a bad motorcycle accident, shattered her leg. She can't walk.
You told me about that and your girlfriend, but the other 7, damn, you.
Yeah, it was like a couple cousins, some family members, some close friends who actually also died in a motorcycle accident. They got ran over. And
real close.
Like, those weren't as close people, but they were becoming
your mom and your girlfriend, definitely.
Oh, all those things. Yeah, these all happened within about 2 to 3 years. So it was just like it felt like it was one month after another type. It was like every other month, some fucking tragedy just happened. Yeah. Luckily, cross my fingers. Nothing too crazy has happened in the last couple of years, but it's like ever since then, it's like every year there's always something. Like a good family friend of ours just had a major like heart surgery, and something went wrong where he had to have like half his hand amputated. One of his feet was like amputated, and it's like, Jesus, man. You just hear about all these terrible things all the time, and it's like, man, life is brutal. I've been lucky.
Yeah. And God can use all these tragedies that befall us in our life. God has a tendency to use those through us to reach other people.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't want to get into a whole, trying to convert and everything, but yeah, I definitely, I hear you, man. Suffering is the number one. It's the number one reason that me and most people deny God and have spite towards even if there was a God. That there's spite there. But I've come to understand. What the Bible says about it and stuff, and doesn't make it any easier. That's for damn sure. But man. All right, let's not get all hankered down with all sorts of bad omens.
We're about to be talking about sci-fi. There's usually not
I know,
for God in that. Let's
everybody. Are we watching Captain Power, or are we talking about death? Like,
well, let's maybe.
Captain Power bring up some things of death.
Well, that's true. That's a really good point too. Is that this show deals with a lot of tragedy. It was like I keep saying, it was very mature writing.
You said only had one season, so I mean, this obviously died as well. So there's something to talk about.
That's true.
I was about to say the two things aren't necessarily mutually exclusive.
And the thing is that the way that this whole series ends, Alice, hey, gonna be listening. Got meds. Prep for later. Bless for all of you. Thank you so much, Alice. I hope that you feel better. She's on some antihistamines, so she's gonna be knocked out for a little while. She's gonna be a little loopy. Hopefully, you'll be able to make it later tonight. We have a lot planned for tonight, and hopefully, we can get some supers and gifted memberships later tonight. I still have 5 more to give away, but that's that doesn't help me.
This man that is above me. This man on top of me. Subscribe to his channel.
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind, if you're not subscribed, it seems that let's see, what is it? 90%, I think. 90% of the people that have watched my Masters of the Universe video are not subscribed. I mean, that is 12,000, people. Actually, almost 13. But
actually, a fun fact, a fun little interactive fact that I learned. Did you know? And I learned this. Just a couple days ago. In a video, if you say subscribe and you say like hit the like button, the subscribe and like buttons will actually light up.
Yeah. I did hear that. Yes. That
is actually true, and I did actually visibly see that the other day.
Yeah. So it says the watch time from subscribers, 90.2% have not been subscribed to the Masters of the Universe video. 9% of the people that watched it were subscribed, and the Tron Ares video. Let's see how many people were subscribed.
I mean, those metrics kind of track though. I mean, even when you go live,
that's true. Yeah.
Usually get, they say like about 10% of the people that you have subscribed, like that's about how many people will watch your stuff. So even people with 300,000 subscribers are only 30,000 views. Don't get me wrong, 30,000 views is great, but that's technically only 10% of your audience.
Yeah.
So,
back when I was doing those music video reactions for, the Korean and all those, all that stuff, it was the opposite. Like it was like most, like 90% were subscribed. But I think that was just, it was just
that was the audience you cultivated.
The niche that I was doing was very limited. So but anyway, let's not talk about that.
Let's check out episode 1. What's the name of it? And give us the name of the show again. And then
Captain Power and the Soldiers of the Future. I don't remember the first episode's name, but we will.
Shattered.
Shattered. Yes. That's all right. Here we go.
Power on. Captain Power and the Soldiers of the Future.
And you can definitely tell, like the CGI is all these matte paintings.
Biodreads, monstrous creations that hunt down human survivors and digitize them. Volcania.
See, isn't that the hub of the Matrix? That's Machine City.
The CGI vaguely reminds me of Beast Wars.
Born and trained to bring down Lord Dredd and his Biodread empire. They were soldiers of the future, mankind's last hope. Their leader, Captain Jonathan Power, master of the incredible power suits which transform each soldier into a one-man attack force. Major Matthew Hawk Masterson, fighter in the sky. Lieutenant Michael Tank Ellis, ground soldier.
He used to lift weights with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
And Corporal Jennifer, pilot Chase, tactical systems expert.
Isn't she a cutie?
They flew the most powerful fighting force in Earth's history. Their creed to protect all life. Their promise to end.
Yeah, they messed up by putting her in a frumpy suit, though.
Captain Power,
yeah, but that was kind of like the '80s style, anyway, too.
Sorta.
We're in position. It's up to you, Scout. Make some history today.
Alice says, always ain't nothing gonna keep me away. Gonna get my lucky sweater ready. Good. And see those suits right, see those that light? That's where you would shoot with your ship.
I'm going in.
Yeah, it's kind of funny when now that you mentioned the, selling toys, like laser tag was kind of popping off around this time.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Me and all the kids around my block all had a set of that, and we'd go out at night and play at night and just.
Well, do you remember that place called Laser Quest? where you go in like a black light, like gym looking room with 2 stories.
I don't remember laser,
like,
but we had laser tag stuff. There's
still
some out here.
Yeah,
it's just a different name, probably.
Well, no, but laser tag was like an actual place you would go and like have like birthday parties. It was just like a more advanced version where like they give you like a heavy chest suit, like where you'd have.
There's one out here that does laser tag. It does. They call it.
Oh, you have one
golf.
out there.
They call it cosmic golf, and then it has rock climbing and shit like that. It's all in one.
Oh, that sounds so cool. I love cool rock climbing. I love rock climbing. And these suits right here, these were actually the exact suits that were used in Skeletor's army in the '87 Masters of the Universe movie. So when they were done with the season,
like how mobile they are in these suits, they're actually moving pretty quick.
This is just kind of start like with some action for the kids, you know, to keep them interested and stuff. But it gets into like a deeper story later.
Take the right. We gotta blow that door. We got 30 seconds. Move it.
Gotta blow that door. Make sure it comes. Yeah, it's really rare you get to watch these shows on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything gets claimed.
Yeah.
Age has got nothing to do with it. I'm just tired.
Yeah, they never even put out like a DVD series of this. There's actually the fans that had to put it together. They remastered it in HD quality, Blu-ray quality.
It feels like they upgraded the quality on it.
Yeah, they did.
Like this didn't look as good on your PC or your
No, not at all.
TVCR, what's it called?
VCR, yeah.
Yeah, the fire didn't look that good.
No, none of this did.
Can we go home now? I told you, you are getting old.
It reminds me of. It's like a B-movie version of the scene from Return of the Jedi when the rebels blew up the shield generator.
Yeah.
Kinda, yeah.
What it reminds me of.
It's obviously a miniature, but you can't tell me that's not the beginnings of the Machine City. That's a board. You can't tell me that's not a board.
Yeah.
Data has been violated. Intruder identification confirmed. Captain.
That's 100% a board.
Another
Yeah.
one. Estimate delay in Project New Order.
But again, which came first? Chicken or the egg? This technically was shown first.
Gain power keeps me from my destiny,
Because
from my
the
future.
board
Whose script was first? Because if you know anything about Hollywood, like you'll notice in that there's always a pattern where the same kind of things come out at the same time that are relatively kind of really similar. You'll be like, oh, there's a volcano movie coming out. And there'll be like 3 volcano movies that come out.
New objective.
Like Dante's Peak hits, the other 2 fail.
Yeah.
Like a good idea to me. You better get some rest.
You get the Prestige. You get the Prestige and the Illusionist out. There's a magician movie. Ta-da!
Pick up anything interesting?
The illusion, yeah,
That happens all the
exactly.
time.
But I've got a repeating transmission on the
Sharknado and all that stuff.
Personal message.
Athena.
And same thing with like Cloverfield and then
Samuels.
Pacific Rim and
Yeah.
it's
Kaiju
everywhere.
stuff. Yeah.
Take a direct hit?
They come in waves.
Yeah.
What planet?
What's the origin of that transmission?
Sector 19. Used to be San Fran.
Figures. That's where we met. Mentor.
Online, Captain.
Isn't
Pinpoint
this
the area that
Zordon?
transmission came from?
This is so Zordon from Mighty Morphin Power
100%
Rangers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
West Coast Resistance used it as a base
That's
until
kinda
Dredd
funny.
eliminated it.
Tell Tank and Hawk we've gone there. You monitor for any more transmissions. Pilot. Tina was my father's lab assistant. She was brilliant. Beautiful. Every Friday we'd meet at City Limits bookstore. We'd sit, play chess, talk. I never.
I'm willing to bet you did more than play chess.
Just friends.
For a while. Then the war started. We lost track of each other. Later, I heard she joined the resistance.
If Dredd burned out most of the West Coasters, then
I want to thank
She's
whoever
alive.
subscribed
No
to
one
the
else could have
channel.
sent that message.
appreciate
it was our
that.
private joke. Something only the two of us could know.
San Fran.
I can't believe the devastation.
No bio-Dredd readings in the area. Shall we go in with the power suits?
No, let's save our power. Area's clear for now, and we just might need it later. Put it down where you can, pilot.
Right.
Now you tell me that's not Star Wars music.
True.
I mean, I don't know if that's from the original show though. They might have updated it. Whoever
No,
did this.
this I remember this being the original music.
Right.
I mean,
Take
it's
care.
very Star Wars. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember it specifically being.
That's very like Xena. Like
Yeah.
a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like a bounty hunter right there. It was like Boba Fett.
Even their transitions are pretty good, but I don't know if that's just because the updated version or not.
Yeah. I mean, they were always pretty good.
Like this almost looks like Fallout style shit.
Yeah.
You can tell that's been sitting there for years.
Well, they definitely made it look like it. I mean, they put a lot of work into making this look like a Star Trek: The Next Generation quality show. Like this, you could tell that the people actually making the show, they weren't thinking about targeting this towards kids. They were targeting towards young adults and adults. Well, mainly young adults.
I can tell you, like I'm gonna have a lot to say even just after this first episode, and it's not even done yet. So
I can't wait to hear.
Aggressive.
It's the only way to live.
We'll see about that. Always the same.
that line nowadays would go over like a lead balloon. Aggressive. It's the only way
Yeah.
to live. Like, oh
Yeah.
God.
It's good to see you, Johnny.
Athena?
What?
Anyways, I started blasting.
And then anyway, I started blasting Danny DeVito.
It's the best way.
Yeah.
Power level in danger zone. 15% of
So it started blasting. Well, and even that sound right after she shot, that was Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Yeah, a lot of these kind of sound reused.
Yeah.
I mean, it was really common back then to reuse not only others' music and sound effects, but also your own as well.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people only had access to the same type of like keyboards and stuff, and they were already pre-programmed with what they
Exactly. It's the same like with Gorillaz. Like the way that they wrote Clint Eastwood was because it was a pre-programmed.
It was
beat.
like a random toy they found, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a random beat that they had that was already programmed into like a little toy thing that they got.
Trace organic implant sequencer. If the woman interferes, she is expendable, but brings power to me.
I mean, obviously this looks terrible.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that CGI is terrible.
Yeah, back then the CGI was just awful.
Was it even CGI back then? I mean, obviously it is, but it's like
Yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah.
it would have been better just doing practical. Just bring a guy up on a rope with that outfit on.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not
But
that easy to beat anymore.
They
Tina.
wanted to do it like effects.
You never were, Johnny.
Like you'll see in here in just a minute. I mean, I guess they could have done it with that type of practical suit.
The neutralizer.
Pilot, this is Hawk. Do you read me? Come in, jump ship. Hawk calling jump ship. Do you read me? Pilot, this is Hawk. Hawk calling jump ship. Come in. Come in, jump ship.
I mean, these sets are really quality looking
Hawk
too.
calling jump ship. Do you copy?
Pilot here.
Yeah, whoever did this upgrade, like they kind of nailed it.
And I don't know where the
Yeah.
captain is.
Track him. Pilot.
Let me do this with more older shows because there's some really good older shows out there.
I agree.
Just need that little bit quality boost.
I did a top 10 once of the best underrated or unknown or unremembered sci-fi TV shows from back in the day. Like was it Nightman, Mantis,
For both of us.
A bunch of shit I've never heard of.
yeah,
Please tell me why.
Space Force, I think, was another one. And it was all shows that were just like guys in like super suits.
They wiped us out. Most of us.
Be right back.
The lucky ones.
This is actually really good acting too.
Then she must feel the will of the machine. Digitize her.
inside the machine. You can feel it touching you, Johnny. It's wires and metal, but it touches you. And it knows every secret, every shame, every hate, every love. It knows, Johnny. And it tortures you with them until you... Dread brought me out to get you, Johnny. To put you in. There's only one way.
Your feeble rebellion is over, Captain.
Johnny, no, it's better to die!
No, it's better to live. Dread mind just wants us to think it isn't.
Oh, Johnny, you don't know what it's like in there. Inside the machine. I can't do it again. Not again. You're so alone.
No, not alone, not alone. I'll be there with you, and I'll find you, and we'll fight it. We'll fight it together. But we got to hope. We've got to hope for what we once were.
Find the girl. Come on.
Hold me, old friend. Hold me tight.
A pathetic display of organic foolishness.
Digitize them both, my sentry.
Digitization commencing.
Now that's what I call a rescue.
Yeah, that's Hawk. I loved Hawk. He's awesome. I've always wanted to fly. I used to pray to God, like, please let me fly like Superman.
Honestly,
And you know what?
flying would
In my
be cool.
dreams, I can actually control my flying.
Flying would be cool, but I always felt teleportation would be a little bit more efficient.
But I like the feel of like the roller coaster of like swooping down and coming back up, you know?
Flying is cool until you start actually really thinking about it. When you think about landing and stuff like that. So, is your flight super controlled? Because obviously you're going to want to go fast. You think you're going to land like Superman? Obviously you can't do that because your bones can't handle it. So you need flight and super strength. You need both to make it work properly.
Your bones would have to be able to take
all
the
you can
landing.
do is fly. It's actually going to be
unless you're
pretty
landing
shitty.
like very softly.
Yeah, if all you can do is only fly and you can control that speed and you're really good at controlling it, sure, you can land softly, whatever. But your bones aren't going to be able to take that kind of pressure.
No.
I mean, unless you're just kind of floating around fairy style, which is still
Exactly.
cool, but
Yeah.
you know.
Hey, what's up, Furious Dan? Thank you for joining the chat. And if you if you're already subscribed, I appreciate it very much. If you're not, I would appreciate a subscription. We're doing a subscription drive here.
Shouldn't you destroy it?
Our ship and base have a jamming device.
If it make you feel better, make me feel better.
I can't wait to hear what you have to say about this first episode. Because it gets even like darker in the next.
Sure, it gets better, but I actually got a lot to say. So, yeah.
Cool. I'd love to hear it, whether it's good or bad.
Well, I can tell you why it failed.
Okay.
Come on.
Johnny, what I tried to do back there,
It's over. Tomorrow we'll take you to the passages. There's people there that can help you. But for now, you're safe.
Safe? No,
Tina, it's over. I understand. Better than I ever did. And Dredd will pay for every second of agony he's caused. But for now, King's Knight to King's Bishop 3.
aggressive.
It's the only way to win.
This is Captain Power. I'm closing in on Dredd.
And this was the outro for every episode, so we're only going to watch it once. It was like the trench run from Star Wars.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can definitely tell they took a lot
The
of
trench run, but you
inspiration
could sit there and
from
shoot at the green dots to help.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of like you're playing a video game while you're watching the end of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the point. Yeah.
Which that's a cool concept. Like the concept is cool, but like this would work way better today with all the VR stuff that people
I agree.
with all the cameras that have. Like people would be way more interested to be like, hey man, I'm about to watch the new sci-fi thing and I get to actually help fight shit.
Exactly. I think that would be
all
awesome.
about it.
We have so much better technology now, and we can
exactly.
do like this on
I don't understand why they
and make it look good.
Well, they probably took it from stuff like this, where it's like that was a cool idea. We just couldn't, really metastasize it into real life.
But by now, they should be able to come up with they should come up with a new way to do it. Okay, I'm gonna take this down and let's hear y'all's thoughts. Sci-Fact?
Hey, you can go first, man. Go for it.
Revo, what do you think?
Honestly, it reminded me of when I was young. Like when I was little, I would watch anything that had lasers and spaceships and whoosh, 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 huge giant explosion.
Yeah.
I used to love that kind of stuff. And watching it now, it kind of reminds me of like a sci-fi version of Bible Man, which is basically a Christian
Bible Man. No, don't mention Bible Man. Oh God.
I love Bible Man as a kid, very briefly.
that reminds me of Tattooed Teenage whatever we just watched before this.
Those who don't know, Bible Man was essentially a Christian knockoff of Batman.
Batman, exactly.
Complete.
And he even had a sidekick.
And the sidekick.
What was his sidekick's name?
They even did have like a shuriken in this episode where it was kind of reminded me. My first thought was a batarang. That was my first thought because it was like, it was just like So I get you on that.
But
what was the sidekick name in Bible Man?
Oh gosh.
If you can't remember, it's all right.
The only thing I remember, I think it was Black. That's the only thing I remember.
Okay. Anything else to add or
nope?
Okay, Sci-Fact, what did you think?
Okay, yeah, no, I got a bunch on this. So, cool. This thing suffers from the main thing. It's too short. So they need to establish their characters more. So you learn about the characters and each one of them and what they're about more. I know they kind of had like a quick exposition dump, and it wasn't even an exposition dump. It was more just their intro was like, this is the character, this is the character, this is the character. So you don't really know who they are. So they tried to have like heartfelt moments in this, and it was also too chaotic. So it's too short. Like they combined too much into too little of a space because it kept cutting from this to that. And then like there's moments where it's like you should want to feel like when they're having like a heart-to-heart moment there, even in the first episode. You don't usually get that kind of stuff in the first episode unless you're past the 30-minute mark and these characters have been established as knowing each other. There's a reason they know each other. There's a backstory. There's something there. They skipped past all that and went right into action. And if you look at like even today's TV shows and even movies, they jump right into the action because they need to draw you in. So it's like they thought they're going to draw you in, but it's like once you're a teenager or older, it's like, no, you need a little bit more. I need to know why I'm caring about these characters. So
I actually couldn't agree more. That's why I said in the beginning there was too much. They started with the action to kind of hook the kids in because they have to get the kids' attention.
Yeah, you want to get the kids' attention. So there's that. I mean, the action is whatever. Also, I mean, whoever upgraded it did a phenomenal job. The sound effects are obviously kind of cheesy for its time, but at the same time, they kind of work. Oddly enough, the acting really isn't all that bad.
Yeah,
it's actually the acting is surprisingly pretty decent. The dialogue is whatever, but also you don't care about the dialogue because you don't care about the characters yet. Like you haven't had enough time to care about these characters to have like dynamic scenes like that with these characters kind of having these heartfelt moments of like, oh, we're almost gonna die. It's like, I don't care if you die. I just met you 5 minutes ago. Like, who the hell are you? Like, how many shows and TV movies have you seen where you meet the first characters and they actually kill them and then it goes on to the next crew and it's like, oh, the story's actually really about these people. So it's like you don't really care. And so that's the problem. They don't establish caring about these people enough to give them this big of a entrance
I agree with that.
If they're going to, it should have been a mission that they fully succeed in. And then you're like, okay, I like this crew. They succeeded in something already. We all come together at the end of the first episode. And now the perils of the rest of the story happen. It's like, watch something like Firefly. It's like there's a big buildup and you kind of learn about everybody. And then they go through some shit. And then by the end of it, by even the end of the first episode, you're just like, I kind of like every character here. Or at least I want to know more about every one of them. The problem with this is like, I don't care about any of these characters. I don't care to know anything more about them. And it's like, if your most interesting thing is a CGI hawk, like, is that really that good of a
Sauron, yeah.
And so I think the main thing it seems to suffer from is timing. Like they condense too much. They probably had a good idea that could have expanded into a 1 hour thing. And maybe they just didn't have the budget for it because like I said, again, the acting is not that bad. And if they would have done more backstory, and for how many times I would say exposition dumps are not good. This seems like something that could have really, really helped from like a good exposition dump. I keep saying expedition, but exposition dump. It would have really benefited for something like that to like give more backstory or do flashbacks or something like that. And because if you want to fast track a story like that, you got to do flashbacks. And it's like as soon as the character is going and running and gunning for his life, he peeks around a corner, something almost hits a corner, he ducks around, and then boom, you hit it with a flashback of just like, oh man. You give a little quick backstory, and then you do that with like each setup character. And then by the end of the episode, you're just like, okay, I know a lot about all these characters, and they survive this mission. You do something like that. They failed to do stuff like that. They failed me to draw into any of these characters. I don't even remember any of their names, and I just watched the thing.
Yeah.
So it's like that's not a good selling point as well.
And I'll tell you why too, is because 8 minutes of this episode was allocated to having those blinking lights so that the kids could use
that's
their
also
toys.
distracting. Like,
yes.
I mean, like hearing about the explanation about the toys and everything, like that makes more sense. But still, even after knowing that, they were still distracting on screen. I'm like, it reminds me of like modern day video games. Light up the spot you're supposed to shoot. It's like it reminded me of that. So obviously, I'm looking at it from a modern day lens as well. So maybe it would have been different. But at the same time, all those things that I just mentioned really stood out to me instantly. Other than that, like I'm still down to watch more of it. Don't get me wrong, because it seems like one of those things that's like it's not a slow burn, but it's like the parts that I see more interested in, the things that actually intrigue me into sci-fi shows, might come a little bit later. But that's because I'm a sci-fi fan. But if you were to be like, hey, just watching this first episode, without knowing any of the other backstory you gave me at all, like, and it's like knowing that it probably does get better or you get more backstory, would you want to watch more of it? My first initial reaction would be no. Like that would be my initial reaction to seeing that first episode. I'd be like, why the hell would I want to watch anyone? Like that was just random nonsense happening for 25 minutes. Like. That's what it seems like. But knowing that, you're a big fan of it and stuff like that, I'm down to check it out and knowing the references and all that stuff. But at the time when you have no other references, you have nothing else to go off of, you have nothing to compare it to, I would be out. So I understand why it didn't.
No, I completely understand. I mean, if I had watched
says, it's Two Sexy Men. Is this anime? Boys, no one can see me. We can see you. Theta just is talking to us right now. Sorry.
Sorry about that, Miss Sparkles. I hope you're doing well. I know that
you as well.
I think you said that you're sick. I'm so sorry that you're not feeling well. I hope you feel better.
Been in recovery for a minute, right? I don't know if she's. I think she's back at least online.
No,
she had a 360. So
no, she messaged me earlier. Saying that she was sick again, I think. So yeah.
It is kind of flu season with all
on
the
a side note. On a side note.
What do you think about my comments on that though? You think I'm pretty accurate? Because that's what
I think you're dead. I think you're dead on accurate, hitting the nail on the head, because they were allocated to that time. They didn't give the show time to get
it didn't give the characters time to breathe, and it's like and you didn't get to learn about any of the characters at all, other than one guy is like the easy, more likely either the captain and the first front runner fighter dude. He runs into a chick who's probably going to be a love interest. There's a hawk that apparently saves them, and then other than that,
he's like the
and then there's a bad guy that they talk about,
the Bones McCoy type of character. He's the old man, that's
but I think that the most surprising thing was actually I was expecting really cheesy lines to be delivered in a dramatic, over the top late 90s, early 80s, whatever way. And actually they just talk like a normal like, crew.
Exactly.
I mean, the only thing I would say, I mean, why it would lose out to TNG is TNG, they had a respect of the chain of command, and I think especially out here in America, like they understand that a little bit better. Whether you were in the military or not, it's like I only did what's it called? It's like the high school version where you go in and you learn all the military stuff. I'm trying to remember what it's called.
ROTC.
ROTC, yeah. So I did ROTC for a few years, so I understand all that stuff. And it's like, even if I was against a lot of that, I still understand it. And it's like, I respect it. I still have always respected it. And I have family members in it, and most people do, so it's like, you understand that a little bit better. So there was that aspect was missing of it as well, but also it was just too short and too rushed. Everything was just it was like let's throw everything at you as fast as, like, look, we have a love interest, we have firefights, we have space stuff, there's a freaking flying metal hawk, like, don't you like that? And it's like, well, I would like those things, but I want them explained. That'd be cool.
I agree.
I
think the show could have really improved.
It could have benefited from 1 hour episodes.
I was just about to say the exact same thing. Giving it an hours long time to be able to expand upon the relationships, having better quality, having time to write better stories for all the characters that are involved, instead of just having each episode allocated to one person's episode. To get their story told and everything, and then finally towards the end you get them all coming together because you understand their characters by that time. I do want to say hi to Shrubby. Thank you so much for stopping by, buddy.
That's Shrubby. I'm pretty sure Miss Sparkles goes by Miss Tits McGee. All right,
Miss
right.
Tits McGee.
At least put a miss.
To be fair, to be fair, I did notice a lot. Like, most of the show, to me, was moving way too fast to pick up any real sense of story.
Because they had to. Because the writers had to cut out a lot of because they wrote the show to be 30 minutes worth of actual story, and then they had to cut it down to get that 8 minutes in.
What's funny is what's funny, I was almost going to point out, because I thought there was going to be quick jump cuts, because I don't know if you guys watch a lot of new action movies and stuff, but man, there is a ton of jump cuts in new action movies. Like, I was watching one, it was like The Rock and somebody else, and within the first 60 seconds, not 60 minutes, 60 seconds, 1 minute, one fucking minute, I counted I think it was 38 jump cuts, and it was like 38 just boom, 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 and it was just like, and they were trying to do it to portray action, and it was like, at least in this, they let it set in, like they let their action settle in, and it's like they zoom in or they hold it on a character for a second, and I was like, oh man, I kind of miss that filming style of just like, let it sink in for a second, let it breathe. Exactly. So I'm like, I actually liked that, because at first I was like, man, the story is moving quickly, but I don't really know what the story is going on, other than these people are trying to escape a base. Like, that's it. That's the only story I got going on.
I think
it was like, that was moving quickly.
Was the pilot, and I think that they were just they're
just
know
like, action go. Let's see if people like.
Well, I don't know. I don't think that they knew that they were going to get the. There you go. I was about to highlight that. But I don't think they understood that they might get an whole season. So they probably made this episode just in case. Oh shit! Or are we both gonna get our our dumbbells out. I'm not going to do that. I'll let you.
Now,
I'll
on a
let you.
side
I'll let
note-
you pump some. I'll let you pump the iron for Miss Sparkles.
These are my upstairs ones. These are just the 15s, man. That's cool. I got downstairs one and a full gym set. I need to get back on it. Like,
yeah, I need to get back into working out.
On a
again.
side note, I'm noticing because I have both YouTube. I have both the YouTube side of the stream and the StreamYard side of the stream. Mrs. Sparkles is not showing up at all in the YouTube.
No,
side,
on
along
YouTube
with-
you need to hit. You need to go to all messages. With it, like, so there you have the new messages and then all messages. If you want to see what Miss Sparkle's saying, I don't know why she's banned from regular messages, but you need to hit all messages and she'll show up.
What,
On the
where do
YouTube
I-
side.
Yeah, on the YouTube side, go to live chat.
Yeah, go, instead of live chat, hit all messages. She'll show
Well,
up.
it doesn't. It only says top chat or live chat.
Well, live chat.
Okay. Okay, so I changed it.
Yeah.
Okay,
She should
so-
show up there.
Okay, you should be showing up now. I see it in my YouTube chat.
Well, you see her in the StreamYards chat, and then
No, I see her on the YouTube chat.
Well, if people on YouTube are wondering who we're talking to and they don't have it because it automatically sets you to top chat.
Shit! I always forget this. Yes. Okay. There.
See, now it shows up even in your
Yeah.
in your live
StreamYard.
hub there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I always forget to do this. Damn. Okay. Yeah. So
I don't know why she's like shadow banned out of regular chat for some reason. It's weird.
Well, that could also be YouTube as well.
Yeah, I mean, it might just be a
YouTube has
glitch.
been doing that. YouTube has been doing that with a lot of people.
All right. Okay, cool. Well, let's get into the second episode and see if it improves. I think the next episode is one with War Dogs. It's specifically about Hawk. But I think you're exactly right. I think that this show could have really benefited from a hour-long episode and not so much of a toy commercial, but letting the writers just do their thing and let them write the stories that they wanted to, because I think this show could have really benefited from the
extra 20 minutes of explanation and stuff like that. And obviously you don't need exposition dumps to explain every episode, so it's like, give every character time to breathe. Like if you go and look at like TNG, even the first season, a lot of people say that's the worst season. It's like I rewatched that and I'm like, man, there's some great
Oh,
scenes
yeah.
in There's
agree.
some fantastic stuff in that, like the acting, the respect, the dialogue, everything about it. It's like the way that they respect the chain of command, stuff like that. It's like, I don't know, it resonates with people like me in general. But it's like when shows like this, when they speed run it, they're just like, let's get to the action, and they're like action romance, right? Like this person's in love with this person. Why? It's like doesn't matter. They just are, and you're like, well, I mean, imagine me
and in
trying
this
to watch
case,
a
it's all
story
about the
unfold.
toys, the merchandise. Yeah.
It reminds me of stuff that I've said before, where it's like it's for people who've never read a book before. Like if you never read a book, books are a slow burn because you're not reading 100 pages a minute. Like
Exactly.
you're taking
you're
it
gonna
all
have
in.
to wait
You're
a
taking it
while
line
to
by
figure it
line.
out. Yeah, exactly. And that's what's so great about the books is that it leaves you, it gives you time to think about the mystery,
And
like if it's a
digest it.
mystery book. Yeah, exactly, and let it breathe and let it digest in your brain and give you time to actually take it all in. Yeah, I completely agree. Everything you said, I don't think I have any arguments there. I do have a nostalgia for this
most of the
show.
stuff I was going to say was going to be kind of obvious because I mean you've already seen it, but it's like I haven't, and at the same time, dealing with the current landscape of Hollywood, and even actually in the last 10, 15 years, even give or take, let's say 10 years, about 10 years. For sure.
10 years.
It's just like, because it's like everything it's so predictable, it's so mundane, it's so whatever. But it's like, even looking back at some of this old stuff, and I'm going to keep bringing this up, is like rewatching TNG. I was just like, it actually surprised me how much of the good dialogue I forgot of it. And I was like, oh my God, the way that they talk is like, it's like eloquent. It's culture. It's well read. It's culture, well read, and it's just like, oh my, like you're actually learning about the past stuff because they use quotes and like stuff from today's era, but it still fits for them. But they use it in a way to where they're like, they'll say something like they'll say like instead of like, they won't use the word bro or whatever in Star Trek. Like nowadays in Star Trek, they'll be like, bro, what are you doing? And you're like, nobody would talk like that in 1,000 years. Nobody's talking like that.
Yeah.
But if they're quoting something from the 1600s, they'll be like, there was this great Earthtonian or whatever, this earthbound person from France who once said, and then they'll quote some, famous, like, I don't know, Shakespearean or somebody, and they'll quote it out. And it's like, it still applies to their situation of the future, because it's like, it's something that withstands the test of time. It's a timeless quote. Like nowadays they write for today. They don't write timeless stuff. They write for today. Today is not timeless. Like they write for literally where they're at right now. They're like, well, I was sitting at Starbucks and I thought, well, I was annoyed by I didn't get my espresso fast enough. I'm going to write about that. That is not timeless. That is like, that's an annoying you thing today. Like,
it's like, Picard quoting Shakespeare, shall I compare thee to a summer's day?
To a summer's day.
Yeah.
It's like, some of this stuff is timeless. Like, we're going to be quoting it for we've already been doing it for hundreds of years. Like, obviously it's going to be a thing for possibly 1,000 years. It literally withstands the test of time. It is timeless. There's things that are timeless. Like, you're not going to be talking about TikTok shit in 1,000 years from now. Maybe there'll be a new version of it, but it's like, even so, I would doubt it. When the whole universe is advanced that far as like, say, Star Trek and stuff goes, that's where people get really disgruntled, where it's just like, dude, we're past all this bullshit. So even if you're for gender identity, you're for all this, you're for these rights, whatever, we're past all that. It's so far past that you shouldn't even be able to imagine what it is. It should be a whole new construct. What are the new problems of this universe? Well, your new problems of the universe is dealing with other cultures and other things. That's what Star Trek did best, is, hey, how do we possibly see if they can join our federation? Like, they're trying to unite the universe is like one of their biggest things. And how do you do that? Well, we got to understand your culture. Well, your culture is going to be different than ours. And they would use, obviously, real world things to represent certain other things out there, or certain culture or certain whatever, or even not even the full culture. They would take one thing of it and be like, well, this is the barbaric thing. Maybe we can understand how this barbaric thing can actually be used in an advantage to join us in a proper way while making everybody be together. And like, so they would find clever ways to adapt all that. And
it's
that's
funny
what
that
all this stuff is missing. It's the subtlety.
Well, it's funny that you mentioned that, because later in the series, they do exactly that with the World War II and, the Schnazi, party. And
I'm sure there's plenty of great old shows that probably handled a bunch of the shit that people are dealing with today way better. And it's like, oh, you just never saw it. Like me, obviously, I didn't see it. But obviously, I mean, I don't have any problems with like most of the stuff that we're dealing with nowadays. I'm just going to have my fucking talking points about it.
Yeah.
But, whatever.
I want to welcome
like
in
a logical, reasonable being.
I want to welcome in Shrubby 1989. Later tonight, we're going to be doing another.
That's when I was born, brother. Gotcha.
Yeah. Shrubby is awesome, and we are going to be doing an improv, like the improv game stream with use your words, riff tracks tonight. So we're gonna have a fucking obscene time, very vulgar tonight. Where it's gonna get
I was gonna say I asked you before if you're against swear words before, because I know like one of the first times I came on, I was sitting there saying "fuck this," but that's just the way that's just the way I talk. So I was like, "Hey man, I know it's your channel.
Bitch ass.
I should have asked beforehand." You said it was all good. So
yeah, it's all good, dude. Yeah, fucking.
In the words of
tonight,
in the words of someone from my childhood, what? It's not hurting anybody. Fuck, fuckity, fuck, fuck, fuck.
Yeah, exactly. And then Alice had a whole great point about the dialogue. Yeah, I agree. All right, let's get into the second episode and see if it improves. It really doesn't get into like the heavier stuff until I think episode 5. So we might have to wait till next Saturday to get like a deeper they get into some like heavier
I'll tell you
stuff.
right now, next Saturday I will not be able to join you. I will be at MegaCon.
Right, you're at MegaCon. Okay, so we'll skip next week because I do want to get your
do your show. I mean, I'll rewatch. I'll rewatch what you guys talk about, and I'll be able to talk about it on the next one for sure.
We'll see if I do it. I might do something else in the morning. Maybe I'll do.
Well, I will also be doing my own live stream next Saturday. So there's also
at this time.
Okay. I haven't decided exactly what time, but I'm thinking around.
Everyone I know does a Saturday live stream. I've been needing to change mine around because
me being able to do anything on Saturdays is incredibly rare. But next Saturday is March 21st.
Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays are the main days that I can actually do something. I work Friday usually either in the morning at night. At the latest I work is until 5, and then I'll have the rest of the night off. So I might start streaming on Friday nights, even though Doomcock's going to be streaming.
I chose Saturdays out of a self-serving reason, which the self-serving reason is to not go out and spend money. Like if I don't have any money to spend. If I started at like 4:00 and then I'm like, I run a 2-3 hour show, by the time I'm done with that, I'm like, oh man, I don't want to go out. I'm beat. Yeah, I've already talked my talk for today. And so I'm like, I'm going to go save $200 because if I go out on a Saturday night, it's going to be a fucking problem. Like,
yeah. Well, speaking of which, tonight, if anybody wants to stop by and be on the panel and play games with us, I really could use the support. Like I said, Use Your Words 2, and Riff Tracks. It's like an improv type of game where like it'll show you like a scene or and basically the more vulgar, the more funny. It's like Jackbox type of thing. Like something like that. So like it'll show you a scene from a movie at 8 p.m. Central Time. So if you're available, and Shrubby, if you're available, I'd love to have you there. Abe's gonna get you if you want to come. Thank you so much for being here, by the way. I haven't seen you in a while. Missed you, man. Hope you're doing well, fellow Green Ranger. You like the new setup? Here, let me show you the new setup I got. Yeah, so I wanted to show you that.
It does. It looks incredibly awesome.
Thank you very much. I did a little editing on it and made the Nerd Archaeology kind of electrical looking. At the charge goes through the letters and stuff, and I don't know. But anyway, if y'all want to come and support the channel, I'm not to get into my situation or anything, but I'm about $200 short on my electrical bills, or I'm going to be on the 24th. So if y'all want to show up and help to raise some raise some funds to help me get by, that would be amazing. I'd appreciate it very much. But
the 24th?
Yeah, the 24th is when the bills are due. But either way, just come and have fun tonight if y'all are available. We always have fun with these games, and I plan on doing a little bit of karaoke because I need to get some steam, blow some steam off, and karaoke seems to always make me feel a little bit better, a little less stressed out, just kind of belt out some of my, some of the songs I like to sing. So, yeah, we're going to have a good time tonight. So if y'all are going to be available, I'd love to have y'all here. And no, we are not ending the show, Miss Sparkles. We still have 2 more episodes we're going to watch today, and then we'll end it. So let's get started with this second episode, War Dogs.
Power on.
War Dogs with Captain Power
and the soldiers of the future.
The legacy of the metal.
Oh, you missed it earlier. It seems that I can sound like Keanu Reeves. Wild Stallions. No. Oh, dude. Bogus.
Feared ruler of this new order.
And then I can also sound like.
Arose a new breed of warrior, born and trained to bring down Lord
Where
Dread
is it?
and his bio-dread empire. They were soldiers of the future.
Since we were doing this.
Their leader, Captain Jonathan Power.
What's your favorite scary movie?
Which transform each soldier into a one-man attack force.
What's your favorite scary movie?
Masterson, fighter in the sky.
Oh, I wish I still had voice mod installed on my computer.
Tactical system most powerful fighting force in Earth's history. Their creed to protect.
It's huge, totally huge. We're gonna go ahead and blow up everything. Alright, here's the signals, and you're gonna press the button, and the Eldritch God is gonna end the
Database
world.
Journal 47.5 Mark 13. Captain recording. Scout has monitored a transmission concerning raids on Dread outposts in Sector 24. Raids carried out with military precision by a small, heavily armed cadre. We know of no active resistance in this sector. Therefore, we are trying to locate this group, discover why they're fighting Dread, and possibly enlist their aid in our struggle.
Another unit. Looks like they're loaded.
Yeah, so I have like a voice mod, thing. So I have like a bunch of different voices.
Into that mountain base of dreads. Stuff we could use.
Can you handle them?
Means getting one step closer.
Oh, and that guy, didn't he just pass away?
He looks familiar.
Yeah, he just passed away recently. He was a very prominent character actor. He's actually like one of the most well-known.
All the things they're fighting just looks like their batteries are about to die.
Yeah. And who knows, they might be. And here's the antiquated, is that the word I'm looking for? The 8 minutes of toy time.
That mandatory action.
Mandatory, yeah.
Yep. Obligatory.
Obligatory, yeah. Yeah, his name was Graham Greene. He was nominated for the Best acclaimed Wanadian First Nations Best Actor, known for his Oscar-nominated role in Dances with Wolves. He passed away in September 1st of last year. He was also in The Green Mile, Thunderheart, Reservoir Dogs, and The Last of Us.
Power here. Any sign of our raiders, Hawk?
Well, someone's playing hide and seek out here. Pretty good at it, too.
I love those wings. I want that suit.
Let's grab the supplies and get back to base. Drop your weapons!
Mother.
Now that's an explosion.
That is an explosion.
I mean, depends on how much he updated some of the stuff. It looks like very I mean, well, actually, back in the day, all they had was practical for some of this shit.
True.
Like, just shoot that propane tank. We'll make it work.
Nice shot! Hawk, come in, Hawk. Get a fix on his signal. Maximum burn, pilot. Mentor, get us a attack map of Dread forces in that quadrant.
It appears Lord Dread is sealing off that quadrant. Analysis? He's trying to capture the raiders.
You think Dread's tin cans have got him?
No. Hawk would have spotted Bio-Dreads.
Scout to Captain Power.
Power here.
We found a hidden Dread installation, Captain. Could be part of the Project New Order we've been hearing about. I think you should take a look.
Can't. Hawk may be in trouble. Find a secure position and maintain surveillance.
What do you suppose Hawk's got himself into this time?
Never seen a Bio-Dread like this before.
Yeah, what a piece of junk. Better get its head. The memory banks might be useful.
This was Hawk falling out of the sky.
Sorry, but I've gotten used to this head. War dog insignia. Do it. Haven't seen that since the Metal Wars. You part of the outfit that's been raiding Dread?
Stick it in your ear.
All right. Now listen up, soldiers. I'm tired. My butt's sore. I don't like being shot out of the air by people I'm trying to help. Now I want some answers. And I want them fast.
Freeze.
Turn around, Dreadhead. Let the Colonel take a look at you.
No Dread. Why?
Why, Hawk Masterson, you old warbird.
She was in Star Trek The Next Generation, too. I forget who she played, but she was in
Hawk
in
and
an
I
episode
served
or
together at the
two.
beginning of the Metal Wars. Hawk.
She was like a...
This is War Dog Company.
Carlos Fish is in the chat.
Carlos Fish, are you here?
Trouble.
We got a
We
Fish
needed supplies.
here.
He's got one. You two, you're
See,
on the
Carlos
scout. You
Fish
go.
knows about Captain Power. Hell yeah.
Some command center, huh?
Want a drink?
You're kidding. Heading north?
Abe says, if it wasn't for that
Eden too.
long ago, we did Watch
two's a
Dogs. We did Watch Longs. Oh, really? It
Besides,
wasn't
it's
that
the
long
only
ago
place
you
we've got
did
left
Watch
to go.
Longs of this.
What about the
Yeah,
resistance?
this is
We need people with your experience if we're going to win this
Recycled
war.
Masters of the Universe. I said all that at the very beginning. Yeah.
We tried our best. It wasn't
Lord
enough.
Dread's minions
All we want now is
used
for
the
peace.
exact same costumes, just repainted for Skeletor's army.
Joanna, is she?
Oh wow, your brother and you
Bitch
had the whole set. Oh, the white jet. Oh, so y'all be able to play with the...
Come with us.
that sounded bad, but play
We're
play
old
along with the
soldiers. It's
show.
time to fade away.
Colonel, scanners picked up a ship headed this way.
Configuration doesn't look like any known Dread craft. Looks more like one of our old TFs.
The captain. I must be getting old.
If anybody's new here and wants to be a subscriber, I'd appreciate it. We're doing a membership drive here. In fact, I'm going to put down at the bottom.
Off the jump ship.
Gonna get me one of those.
Hawk, are you all right?
Sure am. I've got someone I want you to meet. Home in on my suit.
Captain. Glad to hear he's all right. We'll join you as soon as we pick up Hawk. No hurry, Captain. Everything's quiet here.
Enemy organics spotted at New Order Module 7, identified as Captain Power's men.
On screen.
Scan does not indicate presence of Captain Power.
Order over Unit Weber to stand by for instructions.
Yes, my lord. Proceed at once to Squadron Theta. I have a task for you.
There we go.
This will mean the end of Captain Power.
Understood, my lord.
We'll rendezvous with the Eden contact here in 1 week.
You'll never make it. Dread has that entire quadrant sealed off. Let us take you to the passage.
I love the differences between the matte painting backgrounds and the actual, like,
And we'll find someplace else.
practical sets that they make.
Cherokee Bravo, you take the hopper. Check out the border, find us a way out. The rest of you spread out so you can pick up from the Dreadheads. Be back by dark.
Captain, talk to her. Tell her it's suicide.
Save your breath. We've been through a lot worse to get this far. We'll not stop now. Take care, Matt.
Apparently, it was a jumbo badge ship. Didn't have
Now
that
wait,
one.
Captain,
Yeah.
where are you going?
There was a good one and a bad one. There's also the power
And it's time I took a look.
suit
We'll get back as soon as we can.
chamber too.
Good luck.
I remember I used to have the next generation transporter that actually had the illusion that most magicians use to make things disappear. You'd make them transport. Very cool stuff. I bet they could make one of those in modern times, make it look really badass. Like Carlos Vistes.
Troopers, fall in. I have orders from Lord Dread. This station is to be abandoned. At once.
Captain, Sora and the Sky Sentry's here, and he's ordered the station abandoned. Want us to go in and have a look?
No, sit tight. We'll go in together.
That's what she said.
Vi, I wish you'd reconsider this.
What do you think? I've been saving it for a special occasion.
Giggity, 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 go!
Parading around like I belong in something like this. Talk about battle fatigue.
That had you laughing.
It came out of nowhere and I didn't expect it. I was thinking it.
Yeah. I think we all were. Now this just looks like a warehouse, like a typical like.
If you want to pause for just a half second, just so I can
Yeah.
comment on something.
Yeah.
So what I've really liked about the show overall, like it's going to be a random thing, but it's the practicality of their suits. Like all their suits, sure, it's like they have the armor on them, but it's like how fast they can move in them. Like they're not restricted. So and obviously everything is practical back in the day like this.
Yeah.
But it's like they're so it's like obviously they're in like skin tight whatever, and then they just kind of probably adhesive to some shit to the side of their arms. But it's like they're moving like it's like, hey, this armor isn't like it's not running into each other. It's not like they're moving quickly. And it's like that's so much more practical. And I know it looks chunky or it looks like clunky here, right? It looks clunky because it just looks whatever. But it's like you tell me you can't do better versions of that today because
for sure.
How many times do you see actors talk about like, oh, I couldn't even move in this outfit they put me in? They still do that to this day where it's like, this is 30, 40 years later. They're like, oh, I can't even move. These people are like, they're fucking full on booking it. Like, it looks like a video game. They're like, and they're getting shit done. And I'm like, I'm sure there was times where they had to do a slide or something and some cheap piece flew off or whatever. But it's like, I don't know. I like the practicality.
And I'm sure they had like
it looks so authentic, and it's like, sure, you have open gaps in your armor, whatever, but it's like, wouldn't you want more mobility? Like more mobility means less chance to get hit. Like
exactly.
Like you're sitting there, it's like, yeah, I'm a walking piece of armor, but you're also going to get bombarded by everything. So it's like the practicality of their suits seems pretty logistical. Like I'm sure if they did it right and they stood up and they like wanted to fully protect themselves, they would do like a statue pose, and it's just like boom, boom, boom. It just covers them head to toe. And it's just like, it might knock you back from the force, but they could get back up and then move again real quick. That seems way more practical. And like, man, maybe your back isn't covered, but it's like, if your back's to the enemy, then I mean, you've already lost.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like, I like that. I like the aspect of the armor. I do like that.
And I have a feeling this is going to be, one of those situations where they're going in now, but the whole thing is going to be an ambush. The whole thing's going to be an ambush, and they'll wish they hadn't.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and to go off of Sci-Fax's point, I mean, they definitely took the time to measure everything that needed to be measured correctly so that these characters,
like each actor, so it's like the practicality of it. And you know what, they probably got it done, they probably did this whole show for under $1 million for all 8 episodes or however many episodes, 10 episodes probably back in the day.
It was 23.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, they probably still did it for under 1.5, let's say. And that's with paying everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is crazy. They were like, sometimes the budget constraints actually make people perform better. It's like, well, how do we get this done cheaper? But also, how can we still make it look real? And all of a sudden, you end up with like a phenomenal product because people had to put in effort. They had to actually use their skills. Because a lot of these people, look, we give a lot of shit to the new Hollywood and new age people, whatever. They are still talented. They're talented in the new age shit. And the new age shit is just stuff that nobody wants to see, which sucks. But they got there by being interested in this kind of stuff, in theory, right?
Yeah.
So it's like,
to answer your question, each episode cost $1 million.
Each episode was $1 million for even this time. Oh God.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
well, maybe
they spent $22 million for the 22.
That's another reason this got canceled, because they spent way too much money on 30 minutes. Because 30 minutes for this is, that's way too much. That's way too much.
It's the equivalent to over 50 million today.
No, that's way too much. That makes way more sense why it got canceled, because it's like the acting is not bad, the set designs are actually pretty cool, like especially for its time. Like some people can't do that. They can't like remove themselves from today, and they can't put themselves in that era and whatever. I can. I mean, a lot of us can. We grew up around that time and era.
Yeah,
we've seen either way better and or way worse while we were growing up, and a lot of it we accepted. And it's like seeing it now, it's like, yeah, I wanted to accept this now, but overall, I'm like, it's not the worst thing I've ever seen.
I'm wondering if
worse things like last week. Like,
yeah, exactly. I'm wondering if the reason that the episodes cost so much had to do with the lights, the lights, toys and stuff that they had to,
it was more for the time. At the time, it was probably actually their CGI. It was like like to generate the effects.
Oh, you're right. All like the flying Sauron.
Even how bad it looked, it still probably cost, a
lot of money,
or something, just to do that one effect for 3 seconds.
For like 2 minutes, yeah.
And then they're doing it for just such a short amount of time. I mean, a lot of these ones that were smart about it, they would reuse a lot of their same effects. They would reuse a lot of the same stuff. Once you had it done one time, they just regenerated it and repurposed it to somewhere else. And they're like, yeah, it's going to take, 1/20th of the budget to just turn it or whatever, or whatever. But it's like anyone who knows, even the most basic fucking, I don't know, editing and stuff. It's like, maybe nowadays, because we're used to today's editing and we didn't know how to do shit back in the 90s or what. Maybe it was way harder. I'm assuming it was way harder.
This was 87.
Today's editing, I'm just like, I look at some stuff and I'm like, I am terrible at editing. Most people I know, terrible at editing. Most people on YouTube, terrible at editing. That's why they pay for editors. That's why they do all this stuff. But at the same time, when you do your own stuff, you can still accomplish pretty awesome stuff, and to the point where you're like, you look at 80s and 90s stuff and you're like, well, shit, I can do that. Well, you can do that now with like all the AI, enhancements that you have given to you that are naturally implemented into the process that you don't even realize are happening half the time. But yeah, no, you couldn't do this in the 80s and 90s. You'd be so lost. Like,
I just couldn't imagine with the practical, with only the little amount of CGI and all the practical suits and everything that it costs so much. You're absolutely right. That's probably a big reason why this show didn't make it, because they were spending way too much. And
I mean, like my first comments to the first episode were, I still think very true, and they hold. But at the same time, hearing about how much $1 million an episode for this time, oh hell no, this isn't going to make it.
Yeah,
no, that alone is a reason to cancel something.
For a 2022
and $23 million on something that probably less than 23 million people watched.
Yeah.
You're right. Getting $1 a viewer on that.
And look, I mean, look, this particular scene is just set in some warehouse. I mean, it's yellow bars, protective bars to keep you from going over the edge. There was obviously like a drive, like a crane or something,
a ramp.
Yeah, a ramp, something like that. I mean, this was
I work mainly warehouse jobs, but yes, this is just a loading ramp to get to the next spot up.
Exactly.
Like you either back a truck up into there, or it's for the forklift to go and get up into a spot that it shouldn't, or that normally wouldn't get up to.
Like the first episode, there was a lot of set work. It looked really, really nice, and every once in a while they do really good set work, practical set work. But yeah, that's kind of.
Well, I'm going to be surprised at some of these budgets from these old, like even say Power Rangers, VR Troopers, any of these things. Like a lot of them, like I'm going to be surprised if a bunch of their money went to just scouting locations on where to fucking film, so they didn't have to build the set.
Power Rangers spent like so little because they got their footage from Super Sentai.
Well, they got the fight scenes from Super Sentai, but as far as the locations to film at, like out here in LA, or I don't know where they filmed.
They filmed in LA.
Yeah, I'm assuming those 90s and 80s stuff were filmed in LA. Now nobody films out here. Nobody films out here, dude. It's a freaking ghost town. Like as far as filming goes, it's kind of crazy. Like the only show I know that kind of films out here is The Rookie. Like that's about it. Like that is it. And like that's the only one at the top of my head I can think of. But
it's kind of like how back in the day, everything and its grandmother used to film over at Bronson Cave. But now Bronson Cave has been closed off, and you can't film there anymore because it's not safe.
Mm-hmm. I believe it. Yeah.
I remember last year I watched 3 different shows, and one of them was like shit, I'm trying to remember that. I'll remember it in a second. But anyways, I watched 3 different shows, and each show had this like specific looking house in it. And I was like, man, and I just happened to watch them back to back to back. It was like one movie and 2 shows. It was a Dirk's
and it was
Adventure.
all the same house.
It was all the same house in Vancouver, Canada. And I looked it up because I was like, what the hell? What are the odds? Like I watched 3 different things in the same like 2-week span, right? Then I was like, there's no way this is the same house in all 3 of these things. And like they were all released at different times. I just happened to watch them all in the same 2 weeks. It was one of those just I don't know, thing of coincidences. And I was just like, holy crap. I was like, man, I recognize that. I swear to God, that's the same. It was like, it kept going through my head every time I saw, like, when I jumped to the next one and then I went to the other one, I was like, wait, I just saw this. I just saw this again. What the hell? I looked it up. It's all the same house. All the same house. It's all the same house, the same, like, farmland. And even some of the angles are kind of the same. And I'm like, did you even use the same footage? What the hell? Like, it was kind of a trip. Because like I said, for me, it happened all in 2 weeks. For how much stuff I watch, it's whatever. But it's like for me to pick 3 random things, 3 random whatever. One thing was made like 5 years ago. One thing was made like this year. The other one was made like 3 years ago. So these were all different years, 3 different things, completely random, and they all happen to have the same location in them. And I was like, it was blowing my mind. I was like, wait a minute, what am I watching? Because I'm just like, I'm seeing the same thing, like, just with different people around the same thing.
That could also be the construction companies too, because construction companies are building houses that like they're just copies of the same thing. They don't make them.
No, when I looked at it, they're the exact.
They literally are. Wow, that's crazy.
And like even the camera shots, everything about it. It was like the placing of the other buildings around it, like the farm and like the.
Oh wow! Okay.
I was like, I watched 3 of them back to back. I almost wanted to make a video on it because it was tripping me out, and I was like, I probably should have. That would have blown up. But it was like, I was like, holy crap, man. Like I watched these 3 different things set in almost 3 different, like they were set in 5 different eras.
You still
should even remember the 3 because I remember one of them. It was Dirk's Weird Adventures. That was one of them, and then there was 2 other ones. I need to remember the other 2. But that was the one that
you should definitely make a video on that because that's
well, it's kind of a trip because it, like I said, it happened to me in like a 2-week span where I was just like, I recognize
Vancouver's a big spot to film too.
Well, it's like for how many movies and TV shows and stuff.
Yeah, bless you. Bless you again.
Sorry, thank you. I had to pause myself, but for how many stuff or for how much stuff I watch in general, for me to actually recognize something that easily, it kind of surprised even me.
Yeah, it sticks out. Yeah. All right, let's get back to this.
No readings. Place is empty.
Over Unit Weber. Commence Operation Net.
Resistance is futile.
That's Project New Order, all right. But the data bank is security locked.
Order 66.
Well, I'll do my best.
All set, Captain. Zip low in 1 hour.
All right, let's see what we can find. Scout, don't play with that too long. We need you to cover the rear.
Yeah, even for an episode that's supposed to be centered all around Hawk, they really don't spend much time. I just realized that they don't spend a lot of time
What do you suppose
getting to know him and his relationship with that woman.
Lord Dredd wishes you alive, Captain.
Your comrades, on the other hand.
Over Unit Weber to Lord Dredd.
Report, Weber.
Lord Dredd here. Report. Now!
I have to say, that was a clever ruse.
Yeah. I mean, they have cool ideas.
They just don't run with them.
Yeah, I think that Syphax is absolutely right. That giving this show an hour per episode and making it for a lot less money would have really made the
We've done our share of the fighting.
given the second season a chance.
This is, looking back, this is a really weird show.
Borders open. The Dreadheads are all headed
It is, well, and it gets weirder too.
Headed east.
Like, it just jumps from one scene to the next, to the next, to the next, with no real conclusion anywhere.
Because the time constraint.
Yeah, I guess I feel the same way about the captain.
Good luck, doggies. I hope you find your paradise.
He's a gutsy guy, Colonel. Definitely got to get me one of those.
You already said that. See, I mean, this is a reused shot.
Ground units have spotted an organic air unit heading for your position. Intercept and destroy. Understood, my lord.
Maybe there was some money laundering going on because the showrunner Gary Goddard was not a very up on the up and up with
he wasn't
honesty.
Up
yeah, he had a lot of skeletons in his closet. So.
Yeah.
Biodrid at 2 o'clock.
Yeah, that warning came a little bit late there.
Yeah. To be fair, if they would have made this today, it would have been for a lot less money and it would look a lot better.
Hell, you could do better with AI.
Yeah, I could probably make this scene a whole lot better looking for nothing because I already have like a membership, like a yearly membership to this program.
Victory is mine.
You spoke too soon.
What on earth was that?
What?
I couldn't
We
make
decided
heads
to
or
give
tails
Brett
of that.
something to remember us by. Now,
Of what, the flying
what do you say we
thing?
go do something about your captain?
Or the tank?
No, the
looking
scene.
thing?
No, the scene that, whatever that scene was, where the Star Run got shot out of the sky.
That charge is
brief
going to blow
point.
any minute, Captain. And our
Oh,
power suits are
yeah.
almost drained. Okay.
That's how bad the CGI was back then.
I'm okay, Captain. But I think we just boarded.
in power! Surrender now, or you'll force us to destroy you!
Come try it.
Kill them!
Need a lift from an old soldier? Go!
Let's get out! This place gonna blow!
This place gonna blow.
I love how he stopped, turned around, just to say that.
Talk to the camera.
Well, Colonel, I guess we owe you one.
No, you don't. While Dredd chases you, we'll slip over the border. Fair trade. Good luck, Captain. All right, doggies, let's move out.
Gonna be bored in paradise.
I'll make do. Take care of yourself now, Warbird. I expect to see you in the future.
Definitely.
How are y'all enjoying this out there in the chat?
You can tell. You can absolutely tell how much effort they put into so little time, and yet how little payoff there is for it.
Yeah, I agree. I think all my love for this is a lot of. I mean, I still love it, but Sci-Fact, your assessment is dead on. I think that it definitely could have been executed a lot better if they would have been able to extend it to an hour, and if they weren't held down by the toy marketing. That there's a lot of things they could have done because it's a good plot. I mean, it's a good story. Like you said, there's good acting, the cinematography on it, the way that they filmed the shot. It's refreshing.
I mean,
it's the way that it should be done.
Yet at the same time, they did so much in so little a time span. Yet it feels like they did nothing at all.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, so this is the Abyss. This is where it starts to get a little confusing on which episode comes next. Sci-Fax, do you want to, do you have any thoughts about that last episode, or do you want to go to...
Yeah, no. Warvo kind of nailed it, though. And also, you guys kind of, just reaffirming my opinions on the original things that I was saying, which is, look, this just needs to be, well, obviously, I don't know what happened, but it needed to be expanded upon.
Yeah.
They're just doing things for the sake of doing things, but they're not explaining why any of these characters have motivations to do these things.
Yeah.
Like I still don't know the main motivation. Like there might be an exposition dump that I might have missed, but if so, then I mean, I feel like that's on the fault of the show. And it's like for someone like me who's like, I'm
like as far as the overarching theme
like,
of the show.
What's the theme of the show? Yeah, it's like other than good guys versus bad guy, like
Lord Dredd, like it's basically like the Matrix.
Lord Dredd and bad guy. Yeah,
it's
Dredd,
basically like
Lord
the
Dredd,
Matrix.
bad guy, got that. Cool.
Yeah, they're trying to take humans and turn them into robots, like as batteries.
Basically, the Cybermen. They're basically the Cybermen from Doctor Who.
Yeah, from Doctor Who. Yeah. That's kind of what they look. That was my first thought when they first came out marching, but then they had the glowing fucking kill me meters on them.
Aim here, and I'll go down.
Aim here and we'll die. Like So I mean, there's that, but also it's like if you want us to care about your characters, you need to give more backstory. You need to have more character interaction. And for one, in 30 minutes, don't get me wrong, you can get it done. There's a show that actually I feel expertly did that done with about a 30-minute runtime, which is Night of the Seven Kingdoms. If you guys just saw that recently, Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
I haven't even heard of it. No.
Night of the Seven Kingdoms. It's the new it's a spinoff of the novellas from J.J.R. Martin.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never got into Game of Thrones or any of that.
Well, you should if you want some good storytelling.
Well, you should.
You should. You want some good storytelling, and they're easy reads. And there's a reason that the episodes are shortened. It's because the books are only like 110, 120 pages. They're short,
I didn't know that. I thought they were bigger books.
No. The Lord of the Rings, but or not the Lord of the Rings. I'm sorry.
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones books. Because it's actually not called Game of Thrones is just the overarching series in general, but it's like the Ice and Fire, all this other stuff.
Yeah.
Each one of them is labeled differently, and each one of those is like 1,400 pages. Like they're huge. They're massive. They're massive fucking books.
Okay.
They're very, very big books with a lot of detail in their they're a lot. They'll like that's like a good 1 week read, maybe 2 weeks, depending on how fast you read. If you dedicate your time to reading like that. I mean, even listening to them in an audiobook might take you as long, depending on what the kind of extra time you got to it.
Yeah.
But as far as these books go, it's called the Dunk and Egg series, but it's like they called it the Night of the Seven Kingdoms. It's a story of a character who's already been mentioned in Game of Thrones. So if you watch the Game of Thrones series, Dunk has already been mentioned many times, not many times, at least a couple times, to the point where it's like he's legendary. Like everybody knows him, and he has like that. Joffrey even mentions like, why does this knight have like 3 or 4 pages dedicated to him, and then everybody else only has 1? It's like because that's how fucking awesome he was. Like he's that good. Like he's that good. There's a reason in your own history books this guy has like 3 or 4 pages, and everyone else barely has 1. So there's a reason for that. Like he's awesome, and so to see the journey and the upbringing of a character like that. And you do that in 30-minute segments. So there's only 8 episodes of 30 minutes.
I never realized that. I thought they were 1 hour long episodes with like 20 plus episodes.
No, Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon, 1 hour episodes. Like House of the Dragon, almost, I don't want to say it has no reason of being that long, but they're adapting like an appendices, almost kind of like how, what's it called? The Rings of Power did. Like the Rings of Power took a story or whatever. So like House of the Dragon, if you read the books, it's told through 3 different perspectives. It's told through like a maester, somebody I can't remember, like a high priestin or some shit, and then like the jester. So the jester knows all the dirt. So you hear all the 2 versions of it that are like one's okay, one's kind of little dude, and then you hear the jester's version, and it's like the jester's version is probably real. And you know, it's like he knows all the dirt. And it's like, so you hear that, but it's actually, even in the book, it's just a small part of the book. And they expanded that small part of the book into a fucking 3-season series for some reason. I mean, it's a big thing. It's a big thing that kind of happens. But
it's kind of like what they could have done with Harry Potter.
Well, the reason they do that, let me explain the reason that they do that. The reason that they do that is because there's not enough explained there, so they don't have to actually adhere to the source material, and nobody really can complain because as long as the writer approves of it, well, I guess that happened, right? And I find that to be it's ridiculous. Because what it comes down to is like these new age writers, they look at something and they're like, well, I can write better than that. And the reality is they can't. They absolutely can't. They can't conceive of somebody's world that somebody actually has probably been thinking about for 20, 25, 30 fucking years of their life. Really devoted everything. Even the backstories that he may not have written of, that he didn't come to completion of, he knows what he actually wants done with those characters, at least to a certain point, to a certain degree. I have stories that I've written in like comic books and whatever and stuff that I've done where I'm like, if I were to have sold some of these things and then somebody twisted them a certain way, I'd be like, that's not what the fuck this is, man. And it's like, so I get it. Or even with music or whatever, it's like, you're twisting my words, you're doing it wrong. And like J.J.R. Martin, like he seems to just agree. He's just like, you know what, sure, whatever, the paycheck's big enough, sure, that's what happened. And he's too old to finish any of this shit, so he just doesn't care, which is sad. It's sad because so many people really love, I would say 90% of the stuff that he's done.
Yeah, I mean, I would say it's a huge percentage. It's not just a few people. It's. I mean, this thing was
like J.R.R. Tolkien was actually still alive, and all of a sudden it was just like a bunch of people were like, "Well, what if Legolas was gay?" And he's like, "You know what? Maybe he is." and then he just caves to that idea, and you're like, we didn't need to know that. It has nothing to do with this story. No, hold on. It's like, it has nothing to do with the story at all. Like, he's never mentioned it. He doesn't have a love interest. He doesn't have whatever. Like, none of that's in any of the books. Like, who cares? But he's like, well, but also he's gay though. And you're like, why? Why would you even throw that out?
How does that expand the story?
It doesn't matter. And it's like, it would be just another example of somebody caving to something. Obviously that's an extreme example. The guy's been dead for years and years. But it's like, if you were to do that and twist that, but you're getting to see a real life example of something like that with someone like J.R.R. Martin, which is, hey, we can twist you based on money. Like, hey, what if we did this? And he's like, go for it. I like trains because I'm fat and retarded. But, whatever.
I like turtles.
I like turtles. Like, dude, he's fucking so useless. Like, he's one of those people you see or whatever, and you're like, this guy made some of the best fantasy ever. It's like, yeah, I can only imagine somebody that looks like that only has nothing but fantasy to fall back on, because real life is never going to accommodate you, because no one wants to be around you. You're insufferable. You're an insufferable person. Like, but whatever. How about you talk about, I don't know, rape and big titty women's, and I wonder where your head's at, yo weirdo. Like, I could never guess where your head's at.
I didn't know he went in it. I don't follow him, so that's all.
Yeah, look, I don't seem like the biggest book reader. Like, if you were to meet me in person,
no, we were talking about literature the last time.
I've mentioned it before, and I like to bring it up just to reiterate to people. Like, I don't look like it, but I'm oddly well read. Like, I've read more books than a lot of people, whatever.
Yeah,
and it's not a big deal. But at the same time, I'm
more
like,
people need to be like that.
They need to be reading more. They absolutely need to be reading more. It'll expand your lexicon. You'll be able to speak a little bit more eloquently. You'll be able to speak more clearly. You'll be able to be able to really get
process
down to your
thoughts
points
better.
and stuff. Yeah, like there's words that you don't realize you want to use that you will learn while reading. And you're like, oh my God, that actually is the exact word I need. Because if you read a lot, what else do you do? Like, you'll see a word you don't know, and like a lot of us, well, at least when I was a kid, I would look it up in the dictionary, because that was the only source of learning a new word, other than maybe asking your teacher or something like that. But if you're in the middle of the night and you're reading a book, because I was one of those geeks with a freaking flashlight in the middle of my bed, like, be like, Mom, I'm reading, I swear. And she comes in and I look like I'm haunting myself because I just have a freaking flashlight up and I'm sitting there reading Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings when I'm in the 7th grade or some shit. I'm just like, boop, whatever. But then a word would come across that I didn't know. Well, I'd go to the dictionary, and luckily my house had a dictionary in it, and I would go and look up the word, and I would learn the definition of from the dictionary. So now I learned a new word, and now, ta-da, I expanded my vernacular. Crazy thought. What a weird way to learn, right?
Exactly.
Nowadays we have Google. So I mean, if anything, you would just have it even easier to be even smarter, even quicker. And these people choose not to, which is blowing my mind. Like, I'm just like,
a new word that I had just recently learned was proprioception, I believe is how it's pronounced. It's
heard of that one.
The sixth.
Expand my mind, dude. Do it.
It's basically your sixth sense. It's your body's like
proprioception.
Proprioception. Yeah, it's your body's like unconscious ability to sense, position, spatial, spatial orientation.
Fair, I would say, well, that sounds made up, but also all words are made up. But at the same time, there's no sixth sense. There's only five senses.
No, but to refer to what you would call a sixth sense, because we all have like a survival instinct, like a survival mechanism. That's basically what it means. It's just like it's your spidey sense type of thing. Like you kind of get that chill down your neck sometimes. It's I guess I interpret it that way.
That might be one way to look at it, sure, but it's like I don't know, like.
But
I don't look anyway. I don't look at fight or flight as like a sense. I mean, I guess so. I mean, now that you're saying it, it's like sure that's a sense, but that's just attuned to other senses.
Yeah, it's using other senses.
That's attuned to smell. That's attuned to hearing. It's a combination of other senses. So if it sounds like it's more of a combination of other senses. Like smell, hearing, like it's like if you want to say your sixth sense of survival, your sixth sense of survival is just a combination of all your five main senses. Like that's all the sixth sense would be.
Maybe okay. So maybe
it's going to be obviously seeing ghosts, like in that movie.
No. Maybe not sixth sense, but like your body's ability to like feel when somebody's like looking at you, like from an angle.
Yeah, that your awareness. See. Yeah. That's awareness. That's not I mean, you're sensing it. Don't get me wrong, but it's like it's still a combination of like your five other senses. Like,
but how is it like if you can't see it, you can't hear it?
It's your perception. Your perception is dealt with like your eyes and stuff. So seeing. So it would be under seeing.
But you can't see. Like that's what I'm saying. Is
you'd be surprised how much you can see without seeing. Like when you ever do the eye test, when they do just the finger over, and all of a sudden you're looking at something that you don't really see.
Yeah, and, but sometimes,
but at the same time, while you're doing the test, you're like, no, I can see that, and it's like a shadow of something, and it's obviously you can kind of see it, and it's almost behind your head. Yeah, that's the idea of it. Is like you're aware that something is watching.
Maybe that's why
your peripheral is actually further than you assume it is. Now you can't exactly assume they're looking at you, but you feel like they're looking at you. Maybe that would be my best explanation of it.
Maybe that's why the word is.
Because I do that too. I'm hyper aware. Like I should have been a fucking bodyguard in my past life, or like maybe even now.
I thought that's what your job was. I think I told you this already. But
dude, when I met MSK, he was like after I met MSK. I don't know if you know who MSK is, but
yeah, I mean I know who he is. Yeah.
Well, he's friends with a bunch of other people we hang out with. But when I met him out in Vegas, I would always talk shit to him, like obviously playful, like how I always am. I'm always playful, talk shit, whatever. Like I don't care, dude. If I talk shit to you, obviously, let me throw this out there right away. I don't fucking mean it. I don't care. If I curse too much, it means a zero. Like I don't like if I meet you in person. Guess what? The worst thing you're gonna get is probably a big hug just because I get to meet you.
Exactly.
I'm a super friendly dude.
You seem like the guy
I'm 6 foot. I'm a decent sized dude. Maybe I'm actually, if anything, I'm a little more overweight than when I first started talking. It's all good. It's all good. It's fine. We all get older. We all get fatter. It's fine. But overall, overall, man, when I look at all that stuff, it's just like, dude, oh my God, wait, what was the first thing we were talking about? I actually blanked on what I was talking about.
Proprioception, the Sixth Sense type of
the Sixth Sense stuff, to where it's like, if I were to come around most people or hang around most people, they don't assume that I'm going to attack them. Like, I would at least hope not. Like, if anything, I would hope they would hope I would protect them. Like, I would protect them. Like,
you come off as a person that if you kind of,
I should be somebody you should run to for help, not away from.
But you seem like the kind of person that if you pick on somebody, or I mean, I say that loosely, but if
I'm picking on you, you fucking deserve it. Like, I'm going so far out of my way. Like,
but I don't mean picking on you in like a bad way. Like, if you're just like saying like funny things that, like, just to be vulgar. I equate that as you liking somebody. Like, you feel comfortable enough to be able to say that kind of stuff to somebody.
We mentioned that before too. It's like, men and women talk to each other differently. To where it's like, if I got a good friend around me, like, I will say the worst shit you've ever heard in your life to my best friend.
And to me, that means that you like me.
In retrospect, like, if I were to say that in front of somebody who knows us not at all, like, just say, doesn't matter if it's a female, doesn't matter if it's a man, whatever, and they see the way that I talk to my best friend, if I sit there and I just go off on this motherfucker, and I'm just like, at the end of that exchange, we lock hands and we do that like fist bro bump kind of like shoulder tap. And they will look at us like the most confused, scared
what the
animal
fuck did I just witness?
Like, this guy just fucking berated the shit out of that guy.
Yeah.
And all he wants to do, like, in his mind, he was like, dude, if that would happen to me, in his probably more limp-wristed mind or whatever, he'd be like, I would like to fight that guy. It's like, you're not fighting shit for one. But let's be honest, like, the people that I interact with are also my size, and like, I don't know, we kind of get along, and it's like, I don't know.
Me and you are about the same size, so like
I'm 6 foot 2. I'm 200 to 210, depending on how bad my diet's going.
Yeah,
I got
I'm 6'2", about 215, 220.
Yeah, you're taller than me, man. You'll tower over me. And I guarantee you, if
2 inches isn't towering, but yeah, I hear you.
What you'd be, and ask some women, man. Ask some women. It's fine. it's fine.
See, but you got that look to you. Like, you got that bodyguard type of like protector. Like, I got tattoos.
The word is people looking for is like, it's confidence, man. Like, I just walk around the world with confidence.
Yeah,
and
I need to.
And you know what? Maybe nowadays, and you know what sucks about that nowadays is because everyone's just like, "Oh, you got that white privilege." I'm like, I didn't have white privilege when I was making money at fucking Popeyes, when I was working money at fucking Papa John's. I didn't have no white privilege.
You worked at Papa John's too?
Fuck yeah! I had to wear the stupid hat. I had to wear the fucking everything. I did all that, dude. I did this before I worked construction. Once I work construction, don't get me wrong, I got a little bit more confidence, and now I know how to, I don't know, hold myself a little better now that I know how to, I don't know, fix things. I'm useful as a person, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, look, you want to do those jobs, or you want to make those extra money? Fine. Those are not useful jobs to society overall. Like, you're not going to call a pizza guy in the middle of the night to fix your fucking plumbing. You know what I mean? Like.
What makes you so sure? What makes you so sure I'm not the kind of person who would do that?
Well, maybe you would. You'd be like, I'm gonna drown, but I'm gonna drown happily in pizza. Like, then fucking do it.
You have to remember.
I'll leave and I'll be like, hey, you fat fuck, good luck. But also, here's my number, because oddly enough, I'll be the one to come fucking save your ass because I'm nice enough to do that.
Hell yeah.
Jesus
You
Christ.
want to
I'm
hear
just
a
like
funny
all
story
around-
how I got
I'm like
fired
all
from
around
Papa
the
John's?
nice. I'm too nice of a dude to be online. Like, even though how bad I can be.
I think we all are. I think we're all like too nice.
I think we all want to be until people fucking put us to that point where we're like,
that's
all right,
true.
you know what?
So I
Look,
got fired
You're
from
not
Papa
worth
John's.
it. Like, you're not worth saving.
I got fired from Papa John's because I was going to be I was going to be an assistant manager, and I had to go in for a drug test, and I was smoking a lot of weed at the time, and that shit stays like I had some fat, and it stays in your fat cells for a long time, and so I was scared I wasn't going to pass it, so I got my brother to piss in a cup for me, and I had that cup in my sock with my pant leg over it. And when I came out of the bathroom at the doctor's office, I forgot to put the pant leg back over the sock. So the thing was just sticking out like of my sock. Yeah. So the doctor saw it and was like, yeah. And they had to report it. And that's how I got fired. It was so embarrassing, man.
Dude, so check it out, man. Like, so my Papa John story went like this. I went to the Papa John's place. My family is about to lose their house. So, like, I feel like every time I talk to you, I'm just telling you like bad stories of bad things that happened to me, but they're all true. They're 100% true.
Well,
I'm never going to tell you.
I'm doing the same thing. I started this stream talking about, my
but like all this stuff is true, and like when I look
last
back,
night my mom had a heart attack, so I was in the hospital last night.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Her last night.
Yeah, you're undercutting my already sad story.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, take the floor.
I just want to be like, oh yeah, of course your mom had a heart attack. Of course she did. Jesus. So what happened was like, so my family was losing her house. Everything was going terrible. My mom had to move out. My grandma had to move out. My grandma had she had a fall. So so I lived with my mom and my grandma at the time. And at the time I was selling weed. I was basically a fucking drug dealer, I guess you could say, back in the day.
Yeah.
This was, I don't know, 15 some odd years ago. Probably longer than that.
Yeah.
Whatever. And at the time, it was actually pretty lucrative. But to get to get a job, well, I got forced into getting a job because I was lazy as shit. Don't get me wrong, I'm still lazy.
I was too.
Lazy. I prefer to be lazy when I can. Once
I was proud of my job.
I'm not as lazy as when I smoked weed. I'll give myself that.
Yeah.
But did you smoke weed every day?
Smoke weed
I smoke a quarter ounce every day. What are you talking about?
I think that's how it is when you're younger.
Retarded matter. It was unnecessary. The funny part about it is not only did I do that every day, but I still pocketed like $500 a week while doing so. That's how much. That's just, if you do the math on that, that just shows how much was going in and coming in.
That's
like
2,000.
You could do the
extra a month, man. That's awesome.
Yeah. I was doing good while being like, I don't know, a menace to society, I guess, at the time. And then all of a sudden, all these, things popped up, whatever. But when our house was in danger and everything, it's like, even with what I had extra and everything, like we couldn't keep it afloat. So it was like we all had to split. So my mom had to find a place, my grandma had to find a place, I had to find a place, because my grandma and my mom split our house and everything was just split under their name. I had nothing to do with it. Whether I could help them with money or not didn't really matter. And even with the money that I could give them, didn't matter. So it was super dramatic. But I only had 1 month. That was the craziest part to me, because they knew like 4 or 5 months beforehand. That's the thing that got me mad at my mom at first, because he was like, hey, by the way, you got 1 month to find a job and then like find a legit job. Let's just say that. And then also find a place to live that you can afford under X amount of money. And I was just like, you got to be fucking kidding me. Luckily, I had a really good friend who just moved into a place that they needed 1 extra roommate. So everything worked out. And the extra roommate, it was like a really nice spot in like a horse community. And like, so it was a really cool spot. And I was like, fuck yeah. Like it totally worked out. But
that's awesome.
It was super lucky. It was like all of the lucky. And then going past that, about a year later, I got like, I believe it's 2 or 3 raises through the company I was working at. Well, because I was working 2 jobs at the time. I was building swimming pools, doing concrete and coping stones and tile work and all that stuff. And so I got a bunch of raises during that.
Did a lot of labor. Yeah.
Dude, that's all I do, dude. My body's like Mike Tyson says, it's like my back is broken. Like yeah, so dude, I know I fucked myself.
But you're still going, dude.
I'm still going. It's all good. I'm not even complaining about that.
I know you're not, man.
But it's like, no, it's like,
that's awesome.
Dude, when you go through something like that, and then you have those stipulations come upon you, you learn how to be a little bit more. It's not even just frugal with your money, but it's like, look, things mean a lot more to you when you do get to do them, and the things that I've gotten to do are worth more than all the things that I've missed out on, because I've missed out on a bunch of stuff, in my opinion. Sure, here, there, whatever. But it's like, man, the things I get to go to, like something like right now, I even have a stream coming up called Road to MegaCon, MegaCon or Bust or whatever I call it.
Dude, I'm so excited for you. I hope you have the best
I'm
time.
excited for me because I
hope you have the second best time that you will next year when I go.
Don't get me wrong. I talk like I do a bunch of stuff, and I have done a bunch of stuff before. I've done a bunch of stuff before, but I haven't done stuff since I've been a part of like this community and everything.
Well, Ravo, you gotta go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a lot of work I need to get done.
We're gonna have to do another stream in I think an hour or 2 when Alice does hers. So we'll probably we'll say do you want to what's the fucking word? Do you want to
plug my stuff?
Yeah, that word.
Plug your channel there. What's going on?
Well, if you like video game reviews, if you like Let's Plays, video game reviews, y'all know my name, Waravo. Plug it into your YouTube feed. I have a live stream coming up this Saturday, March 21st, to celebrate 1 year of making fun of Disney's biggest failure, Snow White.
Hell yeah. I'm putting in the chat right now. Go and follow him.
Bring your
amazing guy.
Bring your biggest hates for the movie, your meanest comments about the movie. Maybe bring a couple of guilty pleasures that you enjoyed about the movie. Gasp. Yes, those are a thing. And I will see you the next time I see you.
All right. Well, hopefully, maybe if you get a chance to stop by the stream later, I might see you then. But if not, I hope to see you tomorrow night.
Yep. I will see you. I will see you guys the next time I see you. Bye.
All right.
Good seeing you, Warvo.
All right. God bless. All right. All right, we'll chat
down to 2, man. Look at this. It's just sci-fax and like Oh no, Green Lantern RoboCop.
No, this is my Captain Power suit with my logo on it.
It does look like that. They actually did a good job on that.
Yeah, well,
I'm
it was
that's AI.
Yeah, it was AI. Yeah, so that's my face underneath this helmet.
Pretty sharp. Pretty sharp.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, overall, it's like the couple episodes that we watched there, like they're not bad, but they both suffer from the same thing that I said from the first episode, where it's like we don't know anything about the characters really, and
by the end of the season, you do get to know the characters more. But yeah, I hear exactly what you're saying.
They have a decent show. They just did it in the wrong order or something like that.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing too, is that the some of these episodes are out of order. I don't think.
Do you remember Firefly? Like, if you were to try to watch Firefly, Firefly is out of order.
I've seen some episodes, no. In the intro is or no, that's Serenity.
They're about to redo it, and Serenity is about to be on top of it. Like, come on.
I'll get to it. All right, yeah. I guess we'll save these for another time, because Alice is gonna have her stream in just a little bit. But
Alice is doing a stream. Throw her link into the chat. I
need to find it. It's Alice of the Hole.
Find it and throw it in.
I am going to. I'm doing it.
God damn it, Thanon. Trying to support all your friends. They're all super unnecessarily nice to me. Like, Jesus.
Alice, can you DM me your link, because I can't. Is it all one word?
She might be all hopped up on all sorts of fun stuff. So.
Oh, that's true. You're on so many histamines. Let's see.
Firefly is not my jam. They're very nice. Firefly is fantastic.
Oh no, this is it. I found it. I found Crazy Horse anyway, which I think is where they're going to be streaming from. So everybody go and follow this amazing. No, I think I got it. Well, this is for the video, not your actual channel. Send me a link to your actual channel. Or no, I can actually find it. Hold on. Let me see. Alice, Crazy Horse. Subscribe. I can't believe I wasn't subscribed. I feel like a shithead now.
Wow. That was your friend, man. What are you doing?
I know, right? I feel bad. They just started their first stream last week, so I mean, not that that's an excuse. I should have been quicker. I'm sorry. This is this. I got it for you, Alice. This is Crazy Horse's stream. Go and subscribe to them, and I'm going to get your channel, Sci-Fax, as well, so everybody can go and follow you as well. Make
me a mod.
Oh, you're not a mod yet? Dude,
no, make me a mod. And on my channel, when I see you on, I'll make you a mod.
Okay. Yeah, it's type something in the chat so I can click on your name.
All the gay.
Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to hear.
This will be the comment that makes me fucking.
There you go, man. You got it. All right. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, I'm excited.
And now I get to say, ta-da!
now you have all the power, man.
Today, damn it! It was supposed to be way gayer than that. Damn it!
No, you're gonna do an awesome job as a mod, man, and it's a pleasure knowing you, man. I wish
Well, I'm
so
gonna tell you
bad.
right now, I'm not. But mainly the reason why is like, I'll give you the reasons of the people that I mod for, or if I'm modded on anything, even the people that I give mods to my channel for. The only thing that I am against is spamming. Basically, just spamming. Like, don't spam, and obviously slurs. Like if you're gonna just sit there and slam slurs against people, sure.
Yeah. Well, I meant more that you're just an awesome friend.
Well, I prefer that as well. But I'm gonna say, like, if you're gonna be a mod on anybody's channel in general, check it out. Like, most people, I would assume most people don't get it actually insulted by what everybody says, because guess what? There's gonna be a ton of it. If everything is going right, there's gonna be backlash. There's going to be a bunch of bullshit. There's going to be a bunch of nonsense. And the easiest way to deal with that is to just say, okay, cool, fuck you. But also, the best way to deal with that is to let it ride. Let it ride.
Yeah.
Let it go in there. Bring it on in. Bring it on in. To be fair to us, you understand, it's funnier. It's funnier to watch you melt down than us to ban you. You're looking for a ban because you can sit there and be like, look, so and so banned me. Nope, I didn't. I let you fucking say whatever you want. Like, just go for it. It's way funnier.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about, dude.
Funnier.
You have no idea how excited I am for next year. I feel like I'm
telling you, once I get back from like MegaCon, I'm gonna be. And I know I joked around about doubling down, but at the same time, that's the best way to put it. It's like doubling down and just kind of going for it, because my next expense that I'm going to be aiming for is like a proper computer. My problem is my computer. And I know some people see that as a bad excuse or whatever, but it's like, just for me to do like a 5 to, let's say, 7-second edit, takes like 5 fucking minutes for my computer to register. And it's when you got to do, let's say you only do a couple of edits throughout your video, you're looking at like 35 minutes of edits for nothing, for which is probably not going to get you the laughs you want. Like, even just going through it, I'm just like, I'm not even fucking laughing anymore, man. Like, this is it's terrible. So I'm like, I want to save that money and save the time, buy the computer. And look, if my channel doesn't grow as I'm doing it, or if it grows slowly like it has been, I think in the long run it'll pay off. Because I feel overall, any people that have been watching me, it's like they like me as either a funny person or a very logical person. And I think if they like me as both, even better. Fantastic.
Yeah. I think you're both. So I'd
like to be both. I'd prefer to be both. That'd be great.
Well, you are, so don't worry about it, dude. I'm so pumped for you to go to MegaCon, but I wish so bad that I could be there.
I wish you were going to be there as well, man. If it was something reasonable, I was actually thinking about like flipping the bill for you, but it's like, oh man, like you're like, oh, my plane tickets and that. I was like, dude, if it was, I'm not gonna lie, if it was something under 200, I might have tried to do it just to fucking get it.
I really appreciate that, man.
But I don't got that kind of extra money. Like,
no, dude, don't.
We're all
about
struggling out here, but
I'm still I'm just struggling to get my bills paid by the 24th. So. As long as this lady pays me, I'll be in the clear. Like I'll be all good, and I won't have to worry about anything. But I just get stressed out when I haven't gotten paid for my down payment for all the work that I put into this lady's book and everything. But she needs me to get the book copyrighted in her name, and get her book like finished. I have all the art, the book cover, like all the work that I've done. So she needs me to do it. So she has to pay me, but I wish she would have paid me earlier, so I would have had the opportunity to get this, the plane ticket and everything taken care of before. But go ahead and plug anything that you want on your channel. What's coming up for you?
Yeah, no, sure. What's going on, everybody? It's me, sci-fi. Unnecessarily white. All of the white. All of the white, as one does. Yeah, no, I'll be doing let's see here. It's 1:16 my time. I'm Pacific Standard Time. Oh my god.
I heard a phone ring.
We're trying to figure out some times. I'm going to call him back in just a second.
Oh, okay, as long as it wasn't your ex calling you over again.
No, it's not my ex. It's just my ex. No. It's actually somebody who I'm about to be streaming with. It might be Rockefeller Plaza. There you go.
Cool.
Look here. Let's go on with it. Let's be quick with it. Check it out. We're going to be talking about some TV shows, movies. We're going to talk about trailers, everything. There's much going on. Also, MegaCon. That's the other big thing we're going to be talking about. Yeah. Because me and some of the people that will be on the panel that I'm about to do within the next, I don't know, hour and a half, 2 hours, give or take, will be a bunch of people that are going to MegaCon. We'll be talking about that. With that being said, thank you, Theta, for having me on. And,
thank you for being here, man. Hey, and if you see any Transformers or Ghostbusters stuff, any cool things like that, you think that would be interesting, take a picture for me. And as far as I am concerned, this was a great stream. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Thank you for everybody that subscribed, and hope you enjoyed the show. Captain Power and the Soldiers of the Future. I really enjoyed Sci-Fax's feedback on the show. I think it was very.
I hope it was insightful.
That's what I was literally about to say. It was very insightful and really kind of brought me down. Not brought me down, but it brought me to
down.
No. It brought me to a point where I could see from a level that's not just nostalgia based, but actually film based, like actual. Like the actual quality of the show as opposed to what I remember from it. Hey, what's up? Hail to Comic Relief Crusader. I hope you're doing well as well. And please get on Keith for the re-release of Big Load. I know that sounds kind of nasty or kind of sexy to you, Sci-Fax, but Big Load is a Transformer that Comic Relief Crusader works for this guy that makes some of the figures that I buy, and he makes the Constructicons, and Long Haul is the dump truck. And I sold mine. I know he's doing a re-release, but let me know when he's doing it, because I was so close to selling like one of my combiners just to get the one eBay figure that was on there, but then I realized I have bills to pay. If I'm going to sell anything, I'm going to sell it to pay bills. It was just such a bad mistake to sell my last copy of that figure. It's the hardest figure I've ever seen to come across eBay or any place like that. But anyway, let me know when he re-releases it, or when he's going to, so I can have the money ready to go, so I can do extra work or whatever I need to do to get this figure, so I can complete my Constructicon set. But anyway, thank you everybody for coming to this stream on my new channel. I hope that you maybe can spread this out to some people and get the subscriber base up, but only for people that enjoy the show. I mean, I don't want people pity subbing and stuff like that. So, thank you everybody for joining us. Later tonight, we're going to be doing a stream on my other channel, Theta of the Grid, where we're going to be playing some improv games. Hopefully, Syfax, Alice, Ravo, whoever wants to join, BOT, Chris. Hey, what's up, buddy? Thank you so much for being here. Hopefully, Wes Cagle can make it. Probably not, but if Lemon Pie, Wes Cagle, Sean Carter, Syfax, if all of y'all could show up and make this improv game your own, y'all will have some of the funnest times y'all have ever had. It gets really vulgar and really very jokey, just like Syfax's humor. So it's going to be a good time. So if y'all are busy tonight at 8 p.m. Central Time, come join us. But until then, I hope you all have a great rest of your day. I thank you for joining us tonight or today. I always say tonight because I always stream at night. But I hope you have a great rest of your day, Syfax. And I know you're going to stream with somebody else. So I hope you have a great stream over there. I'll try to check it out. Maybe send me a link. Send me a link if it's on your channel, that I know where to go. But if it's on somebody else's channel, send me the link.
Be on mine.
Oh, it'll be on yours? Okay.
You might have promoted for a half a second.
Yeah, of course. That's what your promotion's all about, man. Promote it.
Right on. Well, look, awesome. I always love coming on here to Theta the Grid, and obviously, well, his second channel, which is Nerd Archaeology. And you know what? I learned a lot today. Like, I didn't even know about any of the show, and because of that, well, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna go rewatch most of it, but at the same time, it is pretty awesome to learn about, regardless.
Cool.
But there's so many people in this space or whatever that don't know about where some of this sci-fi stuff and everything came from, whatever, where there's TV shows and or books, or especially both. Yeah. And it's impressive to see how many people are ignorant to both. Like,
and this was the creator of Babylon 5, or the new series.
You want to talk about
and
it
Twilight Zone.
Because you want to talk about it, because you're actually one of those people that are adamant about knowing what is actually going on. So many people don't. And also, like, I easily said I didn't, as far as what we witnessed and what we saw. And there's actually some good stuff in there. So I hope some people will take the consideration to go and check out some of these older TV shows. Also, check out more of Theta the Grid's. Nerd Archaeology is both. Actually, check out both. Check out both.
Yeah.
Check out both, because this guy does great work. He hangs out with a bunch of great people, and I mean, obviously, I can say that I'm a part of it because clearly great people. But
thank you, man. I appreciate that. You're great people too, man. It's a pleasure to know you.
We come here online in general to hang out and have a good time, and overall, I would say most people have a good time when people are with people that they want to hang out with. Hopefully, you want to hang out with us, whether it's on this channel, whether it's on other people's channels, whether it's whatever. But if this is a channel you want to hang out with, come hang out. That's all I can say, really.
All right. And what time is your stream going to start?
My stream would, normally be 2 hours after Rockfellas, which would be 6 o'clock. But the way that he's talking sounds like he's not doing one. He's just going to ride along with mine, which is my original fucking time. No.
What time is that?
Be 3 o'clock. So about an hour and a half from now.
Okay, cool. I'll be there.
Hour and a half. Check me out at Syfax. I'm not hard to find.
Well, I put it in the chat.
We're talking about a bunch of movie review. Well, not even movie reviews. A bunch of movie trailers that are coming out, and we'll see who he shows up. And if people don't show up, it's all good. I don't know.
I put your link in the chat. Everybody go and click on that to
done it so many times, and so many people don't show up, whether they say they do or not. But
yeah. Well, I'll be there in the chat with you.
You're welcome to join.
Oh, I appreciate it, man. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna be doing my stream at 8 p.m. Central Time, so that'll be.
I'm looking more forward to join that, just because I don't know who is ever going to show up to mine, but unless mine just like kills it for some reason.
Well, everybody,
right? That's the goal. That's the goal.
Let's go and make sure that Sci-Fax's channel kills it today in his stream. He's an awesome dude.
Can I get one more subscriber? One of y'all? Just one more. Can I get to 308? That would be fantastic.
Did I make it? Did I give you to 308? Because I think that
I'm at 307. But to be fair, I don't do that much content, so I don't blame people for not subscribing to people who don't do that much content. I'm telling you this though, after MegaCon, I might be like an abundance of content. That's kind of the goal.
Yeah. Here, let me see.
You ever just set a goal for yourself, but it's like months ahead, and you're like, you know what?
Oh, for sure, man. I do that all the time.
Let me start the run. And it's like, what? When are you starting? I'm starting in May, or I'm starting in February. Why are you starting in February? Well, I'm about to be running in fucking May. Why would you be running then? Because I'm gonna get the head start.
It looks like you're at 309
until
you're at 309, dude.
I'm not a 309.
Yeah, you are.
No.
Yep.
I don't believe you.
I'm looking at it right now.
To be fair, I don't know what your definition of 309 is. It might be different than mine.
Oh, you want me to take a screenshot of it? I'll send it to you. I'm not kidding, man.
You can screenshot whatever, but that doesn't mean your definition of 309 means my definition of 309.
What do you mean? 309 309.
I almost need to Google that because what? Am I that lost?
Okay,
am I that old already?
I'm sending you a DM right now with an image of your channel.
Oh God. Special
message. 309 274 videos.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Yep, Miss Sparkle says, Sci-Fax, you do have 309. Comic Relief Crusader says it's 309.
The fuck is 309?
309 subscribers.
Okay. Is that it? That it's just a subscriber count?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was like something. Deeper.
What do you mean?
Well, I don't know. Some type of weird, like, spiritual thing or whatever. Like,
what? We're in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. The answer is 42 or what? But the answer is 309.
No, the answer is 34, obviously.
I thought that's what you were asking for. You're asking for 308 subscribers. But anyway,
309,000. Well, now I have 309,000, so I mean that might be wrong. 309,000. I'd be making a ton of money off this.
Oh fuck yeah! You'd have a YouTube silver plaque.
Like, as much as I am a dipshit and a jokester now, if I was making, I don't know, $309,000 difference.
Later, Comic Relief Crusader. Yeah, I hear you, man. All right. Well, you get ready for your stream. I'm gonna get something to eat and rest a little bit before I go. Go to your stream.
Well, let me just throw a couple last comments out towards the show. Look, the show is actually pretty decent, but it was made in the wrong time. But it's not the wrong time era. It was made with the wrong intention, as in like it didn't have the retention of like an hour-long episode. Like,
yeah.
I have a feeling those people could have they could have wrote a fucking 1 hour long episode and they could have done it right. Because the writers were not bad in that. The actors were not bad in that.
Yeah.
But everything around it was terrible.
Yeah, I agree. I blame that on
a really good job, or like at least acceptable.
Yeah. I think for the time especially they did a pretty damn good job.
It's one of those few things where I see it and I'm just like, wow, that was bad, but I see the potential. You know what I mean?
It definitely had a good potential plot that could have gone somewhere, and it does eventually in the later episodes. And if they would have continued with the season 2, I think they could have really made something special. But we are where we are. And unfortunately, the 2018 remake didn't work out. So anyway, all right. Well, I'll talk to you in a little while. And I hope everybody in the chat has a great rest of the day. Come to Theta of the Grid. I think everybody's already left anyway. But I will talk to you in just a little bit. All right.
Sundays at 10 p.m. with the Theta Ranger. Best movies, worst movies, from every dimension and every timeline. All the worst, all the best. Cosmic Theta Theater 2117 in the not too distant future. Cosmic Theta Theater 2117. Let's get ready to riff. Do you know what your sin is? Oh my god, I'm not the god, I don't think. The dude of bites, I need scissors. 61. You scientists are so preoccupied. Are you the team master? I know Kung Fu. I fight for the users. Cosmic Thea, Thea Fin. Cosmic Thea, Thea 27. Cosmic Thea, Thea 27. Cosmic Thea 21-7. In every timeline, all the worst, all the best. Cosmic to every dimension, in every timeline, all the worst, all the worst, all the best. Do you know what this is? I'm a god, I'm not the god, I don't think. The dude of bites, I need scissors. 61. Scientists were so preoccupied. Are you the key master? I know Kung Fu. I know Kung Fu. I fight for the users. Cosmic Theta, Thea 2117. Cosmic Theta, Thea 2117. Cosmic Theta, Thea 2117. Cosmic Theta, Thea 2117. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Cosmic Pizza, Pia 2117. Cosmic Pizza, Pia 2117.